Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, ko Ian toko ingoa. We are here live. I can't even get the words out. I'm so excited for this grand final matchup in NZIHL action alongside Joel LeBreton, Dave Dubnik. I'm Ian Wanamaker. We are the commentating crew bringing you this grand final series here in Aotearoa. What do we got here tonight, guys?
Well, we got the battle between the Admirals and the SkyCity Stampede. Joel, what's your take on this?
It's going to be hot. Like, the amount of times Admirals have come into this building in this exact same circumstances, they're going to be out for a bit of revenge for past competitions. Stampede are going to look to maintain the status quo and hang another banner in those rafters.
I like to say this, that we're not that friendly. Our fans, the fans here, sold out. It was like Oasis tickets.
In minutes,
Boom,
they were as soon as they were online.
Telling me, I kept pushing the button and nothing, and I couldn't buy. So I guess you're stuck watching us tonight. Hopefully you got tickets for tomorrow night.
Yep, hottest ticket in town in Queenstown tonight for sure.
Yeah, we got all sorts of things going on. Ian from Auckland, we thought we'd show him some Auckland traffic.
Hey, I was out here around 5 o'clock and trying to drive around, and it was
walk faster,
bumper to bumper. To be fair, Queenstown's expanding massively. It's been
tonight. Puck drop is the mayor. We could have a word with him, perhaps. Sort it out for you for next.
I'm
tomorrow.
pretty sure he'd be sick of hearing about the traffic woes of Queenstown. That's for sure.
Well, we're down to the pointy end of the season. You know, that last weekend's battle, holy mackerel. What a battle between the
What
Swarm.
a semifinals.
Yeah, you were there.
I was there, definitely calling the action. It was fantastic. And a couple of surprises right off the bat with Admirals taking that first game, game one. Chaba stood on his head, played exceptionally well in the pipes for the West Auckland Admirals. And the Swarm just couldn't get into any type of groove, and they just were under it the whole time.
Yep.
Admirals played pretty consistent, pretty steady hockey, and I wonder if that's also going to be a little bit of a factor coming in here. Stampede haven't played yet. They've been waiting to play and probably doing a lot of training, and it's something different entirely when you've played playoff hockey already and had a two-game series.
The horses want to run.
Yeah, they do.
The sustained pressure that the Admirals had on par, just boom, boom, boom on that
Kinda
first
chased
game.
them.
Yeah, chased them. And I think discipline.
Oh,
discipline.
100%.
And I'm sure both coaches, I'll keep using that word through the entire game. I'm sure that is going to be critical. It was and should have been critical last weekend, and maybe slipped a few times. But this weekend, for sure.
There's everything on the line. You can't make penalties happen. Well, if you do, someone's going to take penalties. One of the teams will take it. Special teams is going to make a difference. And goaltending, man, you have already mentioned it with Chaba playing really well. But you've got two horses over there, some stallions in that stable. With who are you going to go with, Hasselman or Brooks? Brooks went 8-0, and Hasselman only had the 3 losses. So
Yep. But no, Hasselman, big money Hasselman, you can't count him out. He is a weapon in net when he's on, and by the looks of it, he's going to be starting tonight between the pipes.
Okay, so he's starting goaltender.
Could be a game time decision, who knows? But I think that he's going to be the one starting tonight, and then we're going to see what happens. It's going to be the battle of the goalies with Chaba and Hasselman at each end.
Yeah, fantastic.
Who's going to crack first?
All right, we're going to go downstairs for an interview with Michael Chavez.
Kia ora, everybody. My name is Matt Chavez. We're here in Queenstown for the NZIHL Finals, and I'm here with number 16, Mitchell Freer from the SkyCity Stampede. Mitchell, some easy questions to start with here, right? So how is the team feeling going into the finals, having a week off?
The team's feeling really good. To be fair, we've actually had almost 3 weeks off, so the boys have well rested. Settled down a few injuries that we've picked up throughout the season, and we've got our full squad here this weekend for the first time this year, so it's good. We've had some really good trainings, and boys are feeling good.
Excellent. So I'm sure you watched the stream last week. You saw the Admirals take on the Swarm and really had a good defensive match for them. How do you match that defense and still score against an Admirals team that's looking to jump all over game one?
Last week wasn't really a surprise to us. We knew the Admirals were a tough team. We played them 4 times this year. Really well defensively, really well disciplined, don't give up much chances, not a lot of penalties. So we're just going to rely on our high-paced skill offense and match that with our defense as well.
Excellent. And also, in general, any changes that you feel like you need to make in order to adjust for the Admirals as a specific team, other than maybe the way that you played other teams this year?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I feel like us and the Admirals are very evenly matched. They're not as physical as what the Swarm would have been. So we know it's going to be a really high pace, grinding game. So we're just going to match that, and get over it after it.
Well, Ian, Mitchell talking about 3 weeks off, the good and the bad. Well, in my eyes, it's great. You can get all your boys rested. All those niggles gone. 3 weeks, great, Fix a broken leg in 3 weeks if you're an ice hockey player. But also cold, not having real competition.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, but they've worked that hard to get here, so they have earned this position to be at the top, and they've got the right to be in the final and get that foot in the door in one hand, potentially getting closer to that trophy, which is looking really good. In fact, on the way down here, Mr. DeVere, who has been the league treasurer for over 19 seasons. There was only one person, Monique Cooper, who was before him when this league first started in 2005, and he's been running it anyway. He's updating me with the cup, and it has all of the team logos along the top bands with the names, and it's all polished up. It's got a new wooden base, so it's much sturdier.
Fancy, yeah.
Anyway, that's what the players will be battling for. And Cam, the captain for the SkyCity Stampede, he's telling us, look, he's prepared his team, and they're focused, they're all ready, they're dialed in.
Yep.
So making a good, hard, fresh start, probably really important for that team as well.
Absolutely.
I have to admit, I lost a beverage over that last weekend's game. I had my sights on the Swarm.
Hey, well, that's it. That's how hockey goes. Anybody can win.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you looked at how they played when they came down here.
Oh.
Discipline maybe was a little bit lacking, but they played hard.
It was a physical game.
They took it to the Stampede in this little barn, and it was. I was a bit concerned. They were looking good.
Perhaps they peaked a little early.
So we'll take a look at that league table over behind us here. We've got SkyCity Stampede looking at a really great season that they've had. 12 wins, 1 overtime win, which put them on that 39 points. Only lost in overtime once. Still gave them a point. And then the 2 losses, so that's all. And then the Swarm, they had the 4 losses, no overtime losses, 2 overtime wins, 10 wins. So they were on second place, battling in the semifinals, as you mentioned, Dave, against the West Auckland Admirals, finishing with 26 points. And then Canterbury and the Phoenix Thunder rounding out the bottom of the 5 teams.
Yeah. Now, something that you mentioned last weekend was about the change in refereeing, that they were running on 2 sets of stripes and 2 sets of linemen. So, and use small barn, 2 more player, another skater out there.
More people out there, so they have less room to operate with.
Could be like public skating.
Yeah,
crowded and busy.
And this is mentioning the room to work with, but this is best of 3, so based on win is a win format, regardless of whether the normal time, overtime, shootout. And at the end of game 2, if each team has won a game, the third game is going to be played to determine a series winner. And if we do manage to get a tie after the first game here, we get a pleasure of 20 minutes, 3-on-3, which is awesome. And then it's followed by a penalty shootout. Hopefully don't get to that stage.
Yes, definitely.
Man.
I mean, you may have inside advantage already because you've had the 3-on-3 series down here in Queenstown.
Yes, and we've had a 3-on-3 league. Historically, we've had a 3-on-3 league, and a lot of these boys were participating in. So that change of dynamics with that, great opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's key here for the SkyCity Stampede?
Well,
they've got an amazing power play. Look at that. That's almost 40%. That's phenomenal. Shut the Admirals down on that.
Yeah.
43.75. That's super specific, but extremely high amount of shots per game. Playing in a smaller rink, that certainly that shot total.
And well done, Michael. Finding Chaba's weakness.
Oh, if they can get to him early, then that could be detrimental for the Admirals for sure. But if the Admirals tighten up their D zone, then they may be able to stifle a little bit of that attack that the Stampede are great at, and putting them pressure back on the D end of the Stampede. Yeah. So use that PK. That's been pretty good for them. And then Chaba, if he gets in that zone, he's a pretty good goaltender.
Absolutely, and especially at that many average shots. If he's seeing the puck and he's seeing it well.
Yeah.
If he can find that comfort zone and dial in, then he's a brick wall out there.
So Dave, would you rather have your goalie getting lots of shots early, or would you have them
I think
get them in early, quick,
shoot them up,
Yep.
and Play it like you want to play it, or
get
play
in.
it like you're going to play the whole game and
exactly.
get the shots on.
Get in early and hard.
Don't start cold.
Yeah.
You know,
No, absolutely not.
yeah.
I agree.
One of the guys that's going to start hot is Nolan Ross. He's been on fire this whole season. He's from Fort Francis, Ontario. This real close to the border between Manitoba and Ontario, Northern Ontario, Kenora up there. It's quite isolated, but look at he knows how to play hockey.
Yeah.
He's scoring some goals. First of the league for goals, plus minus.
13
What a
months of
season.
winter.
Yeah. So he'll be one to stop and one to watch. But on the other end, you got Justin Day. He's a fantastic player. Also hails from Canada. He's their captain. Scored a numerous amount of points and 5th MVD, I guess you might want to call it, most valuable defenseman for the league. That's setting new territory for best defensive play and offensive play as well.
And he's going to bring a lot of calm to this as well, because I mean he's been here many times before. He's lifted the cup here.
I don't know if you can hear in the background. Something might be going on behind us.
Yeah, it could be some kind of hockey game starting to shape up. So there you go. Those are the players to watch. But look at the goaltenders. You got starting Joel Hasselman. Wow, this guy's been great and steady. 2.5 goals against average, 920 save percentage. He's stopping 9 or more than 9 shots out of the 10 that he's facing, and he's got a shutout to show for it.
Chubba with the 2. He's on 3.15 and saves his 0.9, so right up there with Joel. Like amazing.
Very close.
You know, so close. So like there's no money in that. I guess it all happened out there on the ice.
Yeah, that's where the performance matters, is when they're dialed in and on. And
stats
start to go away once that puck drops in a final. They all come zero.
Yep.
It's all starting from scratch.
Absolutely.
So exciting.
So we're only minutes away, and you can see the boys warming up now.
We've got got the lineups going through the screen as well. There's a fellow that's even older than I am that's still backing up in the goaltender. Schwartzy,
Yeah.
love you, Schwartzy. You're an amazing guy.
Yeah.
Glad to see you still back in the team and continuing on there.
Well, we were talking about him just the other week, actually, saying he's probably the only player in the NZ who's scored a goal and had a shutout.
There you go. And probably a few fights in there possibly as well.
There's Nolan Ross.
There's two players to watch right there.
Colin McIntosh, 1 and 2 in the points race.
Canadian connection.
Yeah. So they're going to be battling against the Dutch connection here tonight.
Yeah, Jet McCallum as well. Ollie Roski-Jones, young player coming up, looking really good out there.
Talking to him, he's back north to America for next Thursday. So
very good.
Back-to-back hockey
Good luck
just
to
makes him stronger, doesn't it?
So there's the leadership group of the West Auckland team with Daig leading the way, and then you got Gary and Sam Moses. A couple of backups there with Croft and Pert backing up Java. Jaden Pert has made the trip down, not Lachlan Hyde, so developments there for the backup position. Sarakov, I don't know if he's made the trip down. Cistrone, and then you got Alex Regan. He was voted the MVP for the West Auckland Admirals this season. Another player potentially to watch.
Chamberlain, a hustler, always working.
Yeah, very fast.
Winston Lee, another key defenseman.
No, he's playing on offense. He's actually played 4 years with the Swarm, and now his 1 year with the Admirals, and now he's playing in a final. So that's quite outstanding. Good for him.
Yeah.
Another Chamberlain. And McLeish, oh my gosh.
Yeah, the man 280, 250. He's 250 plus games. So him and Andrew Hay are the only guys that have managed to go past that 250 game margin. Setting again new territory for this league down here in New Zealand.
It's a pretty impressive milestone considering how many games there are in the season.
Exactly.
It's a lot of seasons to string together.
That's a lot of hockey and consistent play. Here we go. Now you get the first shot of the actual rink. Players getting warmed up and dialed in.
Oh yeah, that crowd's looking hot out there as well. Everyone's starting to pack in.
Filing in.
Well and truly at capacity tonight, I'd say.
Yep. We're about 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes away from puck drop. So what I'm thinking you guys should do out there, first of all, I want to say a big hello to everybody watching, and thanks for dialing in. Get your beverages, get your snacks, cozy yourself up.
Nice cold Wanaka Beer Works beverage. We go down a treat
very
right
good,
about
Mr.
now.
LeBreton.
Just a little poke there, Joel. Get yourself set, because this is going to be, I think they'll be wanting to set their pace early, each of them wanting to stamp, maybe a bit of physicality just to...
Oh, absolutely. As soon as puck drops, let them know they're there. Get right into it.
Yep.
All right, we're going to go back to Matt with another interview downstairs.
Welcome, guys, and thanks again, everybody up in the booth. Coming to you down from the Stampede bench, and the analysis is going to be pretty straight ahead tonight. Both teams are going to get their offensive chances, but from my viewpoint, the biggest thing to see and to watch in this first period is to see how Daig and the defense for the Admirals make sure that they're able to carry the puck out of the zone, or do the Stampede jump all over it with a forecheck. That's going to set the period and the tempo of the game, and if either of them get an advantage in this direction, that's going to be a big tell for the rest of the afternoon and how the strategy changes throughout the game. Also, don't forget, when we were here on the 3-on-3, it was the Admirals that took that. They know how to win in this building, but it was the Stampede that won 3 out of 4. So between Daig and the young defensemen playing for the Admirals, we'll see how they hold up in this high-stress situation that the Stampede are going to put on. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that. We were speaking about the referees. Tonight's lines in Kyle Matthews and Richard Button, and wearing the stripes, Ted Howard and Ryan Hissong. So, boy, we got, like I say,
a lot of people on the rink.
4 sets of stripes out there, so nothing should get passed.
Or missed, hopefully. But that tends to happen. We have human error. They are referees, and we don't often give enough credit to referees. They have to work extremely hard, not just to get to a final, but they have to officiate all of the regular season games, semifinals. They hold themselves to a high standard in review as well. So we also want to wish them best of luck, and anybody that does the refereeing across the country or anywhere in the world, because we wouldn't have a game without you.
I was about to say they had their work cut out for them in the last 2 minutes of the game last weekend as well.
Did they ever? Those last 30 seconds turned into fisticuffs, and then just that extra frustration from the swarm boiled over. I mean, I saw Remy Sando at one point grabbing 2 West Auckland Admirals players and just trying to deal with them.
Yep.
That's what happens. It's such an emotional hockey game, this game, and when emotions boil over, people make decisions that you wouldn't normally make if you were not under that amount of substantial pressure. And this is the highest form of the pressure that you can get. You are a boiling point right now, and this is fantastic. It's what you play for.
Well, this is for all the marbles right here.
But with all that heat that happened on that rinky, and I'm betting that after the whistle, when the final whistle blows and all the boys are changed up, they're sitting having a beverage, chatting with each other, having a laugh. The fraternity is quite tight here.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, and probably a few ice packs as well. I mean, that series was really physical, and you commented on the end of the game being literally fisticuffs. So, you often forget about that when people win or teams win, how hard they have to work to get there and the sacrifices that they put in. Even with the physical body, it takes a massive physical toll, but the mental side as well. Like, we've played in finals before, and you remember those moments, but if you've ever lost in finals, you remember that too. And if you have been to the dance, and you haven't got it done, like some of these Admirals guys, they might be looking at, okay, how can we get there? And we want to have some kind of dominance like the Stampede. They have been really, really dominant in recent history. No team has come close to them with the amount of titles. Is it 8 titles now?
8 titles, yeah.
So it's fantastic what the culture is here, how much it's built up, and how they support this team. And we want to see the best teams win.
Yep.
Exactly.
Best of New Zealand hockey happening here this weekend, Queenstown. The neat thing is, no matter what happens tonight, Ian, we've got another battle tomorrow night, 6:30.
So it's not just one game?
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, the stands are packed. The standing room is packed. It's crazy. And no matter what happens, the fans will be into this.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, that's the great thing about the rink down here is, the just loyal support of the Queenstown fans and the SkyCity fans. I've been here before. They've turned out to every single game this year, and tonight, as you said, standing room capacity only. Where the Admirals are going to be hearing it every time that puck finds the back of the net.
Big thank you to all our volunteers that are involved in this, because this is, that's the motor that runs this whole thing, is volunteers. The boys are out there skating around, and they look really nice, and they get all the accolades. But as you look around the rink, you see all the high vis. It's a change from the traffic high-vis that we have here.
Exactly, yeah.
But big thank you to all our volunteers. See, the whole season, this whole league couldn't run without you. So,
Yep. And I suppose that goes for the entire country as well. Every rink in New Zealand, every NZIHL game is only made possible by the dedication of their fan base and volunteers who bring it all together. So big shout out to everyone out there who donates their time to make this such a great league.
Kia ora, well said.
Just a little mention about we just completed the South Island High School hockey tournament in Dunedin, and Wakatip High out of Queenstown sent 3 teams, and the final was a battle between 2 Wakatip teams. Small town, punching way above their weight, even down in the teenage years of hockey. So hockey,
congratulations.
Hockey rolls in our blood here. And a big thanks to Ted and Dan Graham for scrubbing this place up. It looks fantastic, as it has all year. They worked hard at keeping this rink a tidy hockey town rink.
So in a few moments, just after the players do their cheer, they will be lining up on the respective blue lines for the national anthem.
Ceremonial puck drop.
There will be a ceremonial puck drop. There's a special guest in the building, Dave. Do you know who that is?
Yes, the mayor of Queenstown will be dropping the puck.
I didn't know you were dropping the puck, Dave.
Yeah. Well, and Ian, that's your opportunity to maybe have a word about the road cones.
It seems like they have been working on the road for a little while.
Quite a while. I think you were here last year, Ian, weren't you?
Oh, you bet.
And the same cones are probably out there.
Well, let's just say they've moved the pile of dirt a little bit further, and they have been making some progress. So I hope someone will be escorting the mayor out onto the rink surface. I'm not sure if the rink's been on the ice before, just in case. We would not like to have any mishaps out there.
No. Let the physicality happen during the game.
It looks like we're going to have the anthem first here, folks, so we'll keep quiet and listen up to that. Fantastic. What a beautiful rendition.
Oh, he's got the Freer jersey on as well. Very nice.
What a touch. Yeah.
That is,
Somebody's
playing up to the hometown crowd there.
Yeah.
Any politician that's worth their weight would do it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You've got Justin Day, captain, going off against
Mitchell Freer. Yeah.
What a gentleman there. Dave lets him win the draw. And in his hometown barn.
I tell you what, if he didn't let him win the draw,
that
it would be a turning point. There would be.
Man. Right in front of the mirror. Would the mirror step in?
Yeah, 100%. They breed him tough down here.
Oh, man, yeah.
Ian, you know, they talk about in boxing the first round or two, you know, just feeling out the other boxer. I don't think that's going to happen.
You know what? I don't think so either.
I think it's the horses out of the gate.
As soon as the puck drops, it's going to be all go right away. Like, some coaches, the coach in me says be conservative off the beginning because you got to play into your emotions and everything and steady and ready the storm and get the ship going in the right direction.
Yep.
But it's you got to make a presence right away. Like, make the first hit.
As soon as that puck drops, it's all that goes out the window, and it's just play your game.
Yeah, I see Jordan Chellis out there. Libby Jean, mother, playing for the Wakatipu Wild, and the two young children, Cruz and Miller, also playing hockey. It's a busy hockey family, and here we go.
We got Dylan Devlin lining up to take the opening face-off. Here we go, 2024 NZIHL Finals. We are just about to be underway, and it is on. Admirals win the face-off. Risky Jones doesn't get it there. Sorry, that's Flynn Hayward Jones. Lots of Joneses in the building. Dig gets it behind the net for the Admirals. He stops up, looking for options. Surveys the scene. Where's he going to go? Who's up for him? He sends it up to Vandermeulen, and he chips it in. Gives chase to Amston, forcing him back. Amston stops up and gets it. Sends it up the boards. Chalice is there. He steadies it, sends it over to Burns. Burns chips it up the wall, sends it down to Admirals territory. Dig rims that around. All the way up to Regan. Regan kind of gives it away in the middle. And the Stampede take it momentarily. And Vandermeulen gives it to Guy Kuntz. Kuntz walks in, shot, save, early save. Nice one by Hasselman. He's dialed in. Great to see that. First save right away for the Stampede. McCullum checks a shot, and that's off the shoulder right away in front. Still loose, shot, and Stampede open the scoring.
Are there fans out there?
I think so. That's where that's not a 747 taking off.
Yeah, it's bouncing puck in front of the net, missed by, and then shot up. Here we go in the replay.
Yeah, so he steps in the zone and it bounces up instead of out. Right for McIntosh. Great move by the defenseman. Ross is there to just put it home.
No clearing attempt there. I went right in the middle, and the defender just stepped right into it and scores. 1-0 Sky City Stampede early on. Do not go anywhere. We've got goals in the first minute of the final.
Ian, you said watch for Ross.
Yeah, bang, there he is. Getting the first goal. Offense is aplenty for this team. And he was the #1 reason for the Stampede. Top point scorer in the league as well. So he has earned that position. Admiral's going to have to fight back here on the counterattack. Henry, he rocks in. Great leg pad save from Hasselman. He's made some 2 good ones already. And then Dake's got it. Passes it up. That's destroying. Leans into another one. That's blocked. True. He goes back after it. Sends it up. Can't get it out of the zone, though. Well, they managed to do it now. Puck in neutral ice. Taken up by Rusky Jones. He sends it in, takes a hit from his service. Glenn Hayward Jones stops on the wall. Players must be feeling the nerves. Looks like a little, they're a little tight right there.
Just, not quite handling it perfectly.
Shot from the point. Doesn't quite make it all the way through. We got a blocked shot. That goes right up into the net and a stoppage.
Yeah, Coyle taking that shot. Trying to get the deflection in front, which is one of the ways you're going to beat Chaba, is with a little bit of a tip or a tap. Yep. But good stop, good defensive move.
Good work by young guys there as well, with Rusky Jones and Roby Hurley out there. Yeah, mixing up early.
McCog wins the draw, but no one on his wing, so Dake steps in to grab that. He stops up behind the net again. They need Dake to steady the ship here and march his troops the other way as they come up. Moses gets the red line and receives a massive hit right underneath us. McCard steps into him. He goes off. Stampede come the other way. That's Soffer. He chips it past his man. Hayward Jones gives it to Chamberlain. Chamberlain, the speedster. Here he goes. Goes to work. 1-on-2. Takes a shot. That's blocked off Amston's shin pad or ankle and into the net. And we got another stop.
Yeah, no, great work there by Amston to push him outside. And Chamberlain can hustle, man. He's got some boogie in him, and he's got some moves, but he just couldn't put it on Amston. Face off deep in that Sky City zone.
Admirals win that, and they send it right around the net, but giving it to the Stampede in their zone. Stampede put the puck off their own net there. Bit of a missed pass, but they come out with it. Harrison. That's Oldie to some. Takes a hit there from Ben Steven. And Chalice is on it. Behind the net. Centering wraparound attempt there by Devlin, who's an offensive threat. He had a good season this year, didn't he, Dave, with lots of points?
Oh, yeah.
Another one to watch. Here he is down low. Gives it to Harrison on the backhand. Up to the point to Burns. Burns shot. That's deflected in front. Kind of like poke checked away by Chaba.
Yeah, Devlin got really close to getting a stick to that.
Shot there by Chalice, and then Chaba had to make another good pad save. Pressure here from the Stampede. Mason Kennedy sends it up the boards. Admirals under pressure. Can they get out of their zone? Making changes. Awkward time. That puck is sitting right in the skates of the Admiral player who is changing.
You know, Rule 4, never change when the puck's at your bench.
Yes,
they're lucky not to get a too many men penalty as well. The man didn't come onto the rink.
I'll give them Admirals big credit for that, just watching that and making sure that player was off the ice before this other one.
You wouldn't want to have a penalty against them.
Oh, good heavens.
Already down by one. Could be disastrous. Regan taking a shot there, doesn't get through. Colin McIntosh, he sets up behind the Stampede net. Gets himself a bit of time. Stampede makes some changes, looking for their breakout. Quite patient behind there, C-Mac, so he waits nicely. Bit of a fleck up into neutral area. That goes right to Vandermeulen, who sends it right back, hitting the Mitsubishi Electric Wi-Fi controlled sign. Not sure if they're a sponsor or not. They are now. Long lead pass here, goes the length of the ice. Maybe an icing. No, it's waved off. Daig will get it. Went off a shin pad. Yeah. Stampede go for a change, and Daig, he wheels it up with some speed. He gets hit right in Stampede zone. They want to definitely eliminate him from the game. Here comes the captain for the Stampede, Freer. That's Mitchell. He gets it up. Risky Jones, wrist shot there. Another shot high off the blocker. They're looking to go high, get those high rebounds, and capitalize as they did to score their first goal, Dave.
I'm seeing lots of rebounds by Chaba.
Yeah, and not in a good spot either.
No, right in front. The Stampede have a follow-up. Chaba could be in trouble.
There's Robbie battling for the puck, and the Admirals come away. That's Regan. Goes D to D. That pass comes all the way up, and the Admirals send it in. No icing. Coils on his back foot. Puts it off the boards to Robbie. Doesn't clear. Zach Stevens there. He's battling for it. Admirals keeping it in. Sestroni has it taken then. Zach Steven, he sends it all the way down. Admirals doing a lot of dump and chase early in this game, eliminating the carry-in of the zone. So that shows a little bit of cautiousness, potentially not confidently skating the puck in the zone. Shot there from wide outside of the blue line. Chaba handles that one easily. Admirals try to go it off the glass. They do chip it out of the zone. Henry.
Good pass.
To Sestroni. Lee battles for it down there with Coyle. Sestroni with it. Pass in front. That's broken up. Chipped away by the Stampede nicely. Taylor Kennedy. He backhands that through and takes a hit from Harrison. Good physical game already. Admirals got a bit of a they had a break there if they were going to use it, but Moses does the chip and chase. Yep. Again, really not a super effective way of playing this game so far because they're giving puck possession up.
Yeah.
Bit of a break here. McIntosh comes in. Oh, and that was deemed offside as McIntosh comes in with another steal.
We'll just go to that replay. Let's just see that. No, that was the glove save by.
Yeah.
See, that wasn't a perfect glove save for Chaba. It came in and out quite quickly. He didn't have full control of it.
Close to his shoulder. He had to tighten it up. If he's not putting the glove up, it's going to have to hit him. You can't really control it when it goes off your shoulder as much.
No.
So Daig goes down there. Yeah, the fans are loving that because there's no call. Giveaway in the middle. Shot there. Another great save by Chaba coming out to cut down the angle. Stampede putting the shot on net on Chaba, and he gets a pad to it. Admirals trying to regroup here under a lot of pressure. Chopping the point. Deflected down. Nicely done by Lockie Freer. Admirals cannot clear. Still there. Stampede with it. Oh, and they can't get it on net. Burns with a wrist shot. Blockered away by Chaba. Admirals need to get the puck out of the zone.
They do. Chaba's just getting shelled here.
Another shot blockered away. Daigle goes around the net. Kind of right to McIntosh. McIntosh on his backhand. Gets checked really well by Flynn Hayward-Jones. The Admirals do get it out of the zone, but they're not out of harm's way yet. As that counter attack by the Stampede, so effective. Hard forecheck by McCullum. Is that Jet? Is that his first name, Dave?
Jet McCullum. Also another Canadian. Jeez, surrounded by them. The land of maple syrup and moose.
Well, they seem to breed some hockey players that aren't too bad either.
Yeah.
And there's a shot on net by Rusky Jones.
Yeah, well, that was quite the sequence there. The Stampede just had Admirals hemmed into their own zone there, just shooting at will. Admirals were just scrambling through the middle there, just trying to get it out.
Yeah.
Obviously burning up energy as well.
It takes a lot of effort to play on that defensive side of the puck, and then
absolutely. And then all the opportunities that came up from that as well.
Giving the puck away and just not getting out of the zone. So sometimes clearing it as quick as you can is a good solution. We're on 12 minutes already. Hardly that many whistles. Just that one first goal to the Stampede. If you were just joining us, it is 1-0 in this grand final NZIHL action. Best of 3 series. Risky Jones gains speed, gets over the blue line, cuts in nicely, takes a shot off the side of the net. Didn't have a lot to shoot at. Up to the point, McCullum, wrist shot in. Great save, rebound. Deflected away nicely though, as there was another Stampede player right in front looking for a rebound. You seem to know that's how they score on shot. The shot, the pass across just avoids the stick there of Robbie. Setting up a one-time shot, which is where you try to hit the puck right away without controlling it, just shooting it off the pass. Dump in right onto Chaba. He plays it to his D-man, Mason Kennedy. Kennedy gets swallowed up there. Good forecheck from the Stampede. That's something that the Admirals did really well against the Botany Swarm in the semis. Hard forecheck, and the Stampede know to do that against their opponent here tonight.
Sustained pressure by the Stampede.
It's relentless.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been such a fast game already. And you can just see that that neutral zone is so important through the middle here.
They don't want to give the Admirals any life or any breathing room because they're down by 1. They have to push it to score.
Yep.
And Kuntz 3-on-1 here. Passes it over to Regan. Regan on the left side. Shot. That's blocked nicely there by Amston. Shot from the point. I don't think Hasselman even seen it, but he still makes the save.
That big body. Butterflies.
And so a bit of, as you see, the counter by the Admirals. They get a couple of shots. Stampede relief pressure, send it down for an icing.
Ian, you can breathe now. Finally. Good heavens. That was sustained pressure, both end-to-end hockey. Absolutely. Great opportunities. You talked about the goalies. Do you want to be tested early or not? Well, I think Chaba's been definitely heated up.
Yeah, he's definitely he's warmed up. I think he's faced at least 13, maybe 14 shots.
Absolutely.
Probably can get
and you look at the pace of this game as well. Playoff hockey, it's just always that step above in speed and intensity.
Oh, you love it. Love to see that. This is fantastic.
Oh, hell yeah. Why would you be anywhere else right now?
But we have a power play. The Stampede have got a player. Amston is in the box. I'm sure. Not sure what the call was.
Details on that. Not sure what that's about. To be honest,
interesting to give the Admirals a power play here.
Yeah,
this could be what they need.
The Admirals going to work. They're going to work here. Ben Miller.
Well, you talk about the Admirals' quality of penalty kill. The Stampede penalty kill is pretty shit hot too.
And it's going to be under the test now as the Admirals going to work here. Kunst moving down to Jones and Regan. So they set up in this wide diamondish formation, looking to see if they can break something and kind of cut through. Pass across the crease, shot. Oh, Hasselman was down. That went all the way through the crease, didn't hit the net at all. But the net is off its mooring, so there will be a face-off, hence why the whistle has gone. In case you're wondering, referee has indicated, all right, I'm going to stop play here. Play's unsafe. The goal is not on its pegs. I'm going to reset.
Right. Wow, there was a lot of daylight there on that far side shot there. Beautiful dish straight through the middle. One-timed it. Just a little off target, but great opportunity there.
So Amston is sitting in the box for a slashing penalty. Looks like we might have another penalty here, and that is indicated as interference. Well, who is going to the penalty box here, Dave?
I think it's McCagg. Which we can choose. You can choose one of them because there's two of them on the ice.
Two penalty killers. Looks like we've got.
Oh no, sorry, the Admirals. Perhaps
that's going against the Admirals here.
Which was really.
Is that in front of the net here? He was on his. No? Interference, but boy, if we can't even see it even on the replay either.
Referees are screwing the lid on this.
Nothing's unbelievable. They're going to keep a lid on it, that's for sure. So that negates the power play from the Admirals, and we're going to go to 4-on-4 hockey here, folks, in an already crowded ice rink with
That's right.
extra referees on there.
There's 4 referees, 4 Stampede, and 4 Admirals.
Yep, equal times.
All right, McCullum with it.
So he peels back. We got excellent action here. So they may want to sit back a little bit with this 4-on-4 to kill some of the clock so they get that extra man back on the rink in Stefan Amston to have that power play time. The Admirals, they gulp that down. Flynn Hayward-Jones comes in with speed, drops it off. Van der Meulen, he goes around. He's the left-hand shot going around the net. He protects it well. Up to the top to Daig. Daig with it. Looks to shoot. He does take a wrist shot. That goes wide, but the boards here really active, so that puck stays in play. Van der Meulen down to Hayward-Jones. Kuntz can't get a shot. Hayward-Jones tries to get it to his stick, can't. Van der Meulen with it now. And this game is moving fast. What a great pace. Passes it up top. Hayward-Jones, one-time shot, blocked away. Daig with a shot. Oh, and that goes through everything.
Great
I'm not sure
block by
Hasselman got
there.
it. Looks like Soffer got a body on it. Now, Admirals with it. Both teams making some changes. Daig, he's by himself here. Needs some recruits. He goes 1-on-3, takes a shot. That is skate saved away by Hasselman. Kept in at the line by Henry. He chips it in the corner.
Admirals controlling this 4-on-4 at the moment.
There you go. And that will do it for the penalty to the SkyCity Stampede. Amston jumps the boards, and the Stampede will be on the power play for the next 37 seconds or less. McIntosh breaking in, interrupting the pass. Potential wraparound here. Pass to McIntosh, shot. Not sure where that is. Chaba is on the post, but he has to look behind him.
Yeah, he's gobbled that up.
That's not a good sign when the
Wow.
goalie looks behind himself. Great work by Chaba to get across for that shot.
Yep, you can see he just got pulled right out of his net there.
What a good setup from the Stampede as that pass came in. Good work from that.
The quality
net.
of that power play unit, you know, and this being our top PP unit here. So, yeah, we'll see what they can do.
They win the faceoff to McCullum. He goes along the line to the middle. Passes it over. McIntosh up to the top. McCullum, wrist shot in. Oh, looking for the man in the middle. That bumper position. That's that kind of high slot looking to get a shot away because he's free from coverage. But the Admirals, they get it. Try to rim it around. That's stopped by the skate of McIntosh. Up to McCullen's shot. That's blocked. And the Admirals do clear, and they will reset. McIntosh, he gains the line. Good stick handling. Comes in, shot there.
Oh,
Wrist shot by
Chaba flashed the leather.
That's the kind of save you want to be seeing from Chubba. You know, no rebound on that one,
Yeah.
no weird angles popping off, just glove it down.
So McIntosh does a good move there, but it gives it to Ross, who goes from backhand to forehand extremely quickly. Snaps off a nice snapshot, really leans into it, and then Chaba was there with the glove. So if you are an Admiral fan, that's something, again, you want to see from them and their goaltender stepping up. He's already faced 15 shots, saving one.
We're back 5-on-5. And to be honest, the Admiral, well, both teams will take the lead from their goaltender. If the goaltender's hot, they're bolstered. They have energy. It's when your goaltender starts making mistakes, getting sloppy, they kind of read that.
Well, you play a little tighter, don't you? If you, especially defensively in front of your goalie, and you're not sure if he's going to make the save or not.
Yep.
So a bit of a delay here. They're kind of readjusting the net and the pegs to make sure it stays in place by the looks of things here.
Yeah, that net does look right off the line there on the right side.
Pushing, trying to get those picks into the ice because perhaps they're pushing off the posts. Goaltenders, common.
Yeah, so not sure who this particularly favors, if anyone, at the moment, because both teams had penalties, and Stampede were on a power play for a very short period of time, and that got gobbled up. And we are back to 5-on-5 action, so we are, 7 minutes 48 seconds remaining in this first frame, and we've already got a 1-0 scoreline.
Big shout out, Matt Chavez. Thank you for all your interviews. We'll be going through your interviews over this whole game, and Michael pushing the buttons, controlling everything from back there, and of course James on the camera. Big thanks to all the technicians up here, and Ian making that trip all the way down from sunny, warm Auckland. Mind you, we've had some good heat here. I don't know if there's much snow up there for the snow machine.
No, definitely not. It'll be a dirt machine.
Looks like they got things sorted, and we're going to be back underway here.
Ready to roll.
Drop that puck and get back to game action. Admirals, they had the puck there for a moment. They tried to, they do get it out of the zone, and that puts the Stampede back. Coyle goes to chase off the boards to Robbie, number 19. He passes it up to Hurley, 97. He sends it around, and Robbie goes to it. That's the thing. These boards and areas, they must favor the Stampede. They know them pretty well. As Whitson Lee's lost his stick, he's going to have to get a new one. It's pretty hard to play without one of those things. And the Stampede dump it down. Chaba stops it behind the net. Admirals send it up the boards. Avoids that errant stick just in front of the Admirals bench. And Amston, he chips it back down. Zach Steven with it now. He goes up to Rooney. Scored a great goal from a great pass in the semifinals from Sam Moses. One of the highlight reel goals from that semifinal. Admirals looking to get on the board here. They are down 1-0 in this final. There's
early in the game, first period. Lots of hockey action to follow.
Yeah, it's kind of set this tone a little bit with how that early goal has gone, and the Admirals a little bit on the back foot. They're learning to get back on the front foot.
Yes.
Yeah. Playing with a sense of urgency, even though it is early.
Puck's in front of that. Rebound here, shot in the high slot. Great save by Hasselman.
Point blank shot.
Hayward Jones, another great diving block by the Stampede players. That's Connor Harrison laying the body down right in front of that shooting option, and that puck went right off his body and into the mesh. So we'll get another stop and another faceoff.
More ice hockey action next weekend, Ian, here in Queenstown. We've got the women's NZIHL finals here in Queenstown. That'll be a good battle as well.
The Steel playing off against. Are they playing the Wild?
Yes.
Playing Wild first, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, great. That'll be another great game.
Playoff action happening this time of the year here in the Southern Hemisphere.
And there's McIntosh. He kind of slap shots that puck into the zone. Chaba slows it down a little bit. That puck travels really, really fast on this ice surface.
Kind of bouncy too at the moment.
Yeah, often they do freeze the pucks before the game to keep them at less, like a good temperature when they get on the ice and less bouncy. You imagine just having just a room temperature puck out on the rink, it's just going to bounce everywhere. And that goes all the way down. Could be an icing. Yes, it is, and we'll get another stop, and that'll be a offensive zone faceoff for the SkyCity Stampede.
That hockey history, the very first puck in played with back in Canada. It's a piece of horse dung.
Cow dung, yeah, it was a frozen piece. Yeah, that's it.
Back in the day, I never. It's
is that when you were playing? Oh,
no,
I'm wondering.
Stop it.
Just
stop it.
Did you have, what kind of skates did you have?
Don't
Were they
go there.
Leather? No.
Yeah, I did have leather skates.
They lasted a while though, didn't they?
Yeah.
But we've got this fantastic, beautiful game all the way down here in the South Pacific in Aotearoa. It was just a mouthful to say it. And hockey is loved all the way around the world, and we thank you for watching this finals. It's exciting. It's fantastic to be a part of. Here we go. Stampede, that's Burns with it now. He sends it up the middle. That's tipped by McCogg. Both McCoggs out there, number 25. He puts a solid hit down low against the Admirals, shaking the boards, making the crowd just get up and cheer for that one. You'll see a lot more of that in these finals, Dave, with the physicality of both these teams.
Yeah, stamping their authority or stamping their need to possess the puck. Here's a chance for Rusky Jones, knocked off his stick.
And Kuntz, he gets it now. They have a bit of a, well, it was an odd rush for sure, 3 against 5, but they're forced to go back into neutral ice. Taylor Kennedy with it. He elects to dump it off the glass. The chase is just a little bit slow, Dave. They're not getting the puck back. They dump it in, but they don't get it.
Yeah, it seems that there's a lot of just back and forth. Like, it's good hockey both directions. Both teams are just looking for those opportunities, and it's just going to come down to which team makes the next mistake.
That's it, and also who wants the puck more, because if you're going to be giving it away like that to chip it in, you're basically saying you take it and you bring it up out of your zone, but it puts pressure on the other team either way.
Yes.
If you're confident in your defensive system, great, but your offense needs to hold on to the puck to score.
Yeah, and as you said, with the chip and chase, there's also the opportunity you're going to be no skating it into the offensive zone and hammering their defensemen against the boards, making them work hard for it in the corners.
Yeah.
If you've got enough speed
with the timing
to beat them down there.
That's right. The word chase is quite important in that.
Exactly. Yes,
you
exactly.
got the chip part, get the chase going.
Yeah, they're just giving them time
Chava.
to make another good save.
Yes, but he dropped it.
Oh, yeah.
And who was on the corner there? That was Devlin right on the, I don't know if you can see it in this replay. He dropped the puck.
Yeah, it came out of his glove.
Devlin was right there, ready for it.
That's risky business. You're literally playing with fire there. 4 minutes, 5 seconds in this first period. 1-0 to the SkyCity Stampede in this final between the West Auckland Admirals and SkyCity Stampede. Admirals, that's Vesper. Nice drop pass, but doesn't connect, and that sends Chalice the other way. Chamberlain goes back. Good hustle from him.
Good skating
good
there.
Check though by Chalice, stick check to get the puck away, but his centering pass, again, not on target, so a bit of back and forth with puck possession.
A lot of confusion with the defense down that end with the Admirals just there. 3 of them standing around the puck, not quite knowing what to do.
Good saucer pass right off the skate here of McCullum. He receives that well. And looked like Devlin was a touch over the blue line as McCullum didn't cross the blue line, and that's what's called offside in this game, and then we'll have a stop and play.
So that chase by Chalice, that big hustle he had, I don't think the Stampede backed him on that because there was no follow-up, and he hustled, he got the puck, centered it beautifully, high slot,
just no one
but no one there.
No one home. Yeah.
So
sometimes that happens. He's on a new team. He hasn't played with these guys for longer than a full season. Like I said, it's been one full season. So that does take time to develop that chemistry amongst your line mates. So 3 minutes 10 here, and we are in the Admirals zone right now. Stampede with it. They have it behind the net. That goes up the boards. Amson pinches in, poke checks that puck down. That's Daig. Daig has it. He comes up the boards. Looking for an option. He flicks into the middle. Looking for Moses. That's above his stick. Stampede hammered off the boards. Daig goes around the net to Hayward Jones. Hayward Jones gives it up. Here's Whitston Lee. One-on-one with Burns. Goes around and backhand shot in front. That's blocked by Hasselman. Good stick save there.
Off a couple skates, they're back onto Ross's stick, which was very fortuitous.
And the Stampede dumping down, no icing, so they go for some changes. And Taylor Kennedy, he sends it up. Moses, bit of a fan on that backhand attempt. That's a giveaway.
Yeah, don't want to be giving it up in the neutral like that.
Yeah, giving it to Robbie. Robbie has possession of it, sends it down. Whiskey Jones is to chase. Mason Kennedy gets there first. Up to his man. Admirals can't clear. Coyle, wrist shot from the point, hits his own man. And Quigley, he tries to get it through, but good read by Coyle to come back and make a nice stick play inside that passing lane. Admirals flick it up into neutral area. Again, just a bit of a play to neutral area, but no one really getting it for those Admirals. And Stampede.
Less than 2 minutes left, Ian.
3 minutes first period. Finally, I think the Admirals are going to need to strike, but Stampede looking good. They're not able to break through. Regan, he's going up that sidewall. He's eliminated really quickly, and Stampede converge on him, knowing he is a big threat for the Admirals. And McCullum a little bit too liberal with his pass there before the red line. And that is, whenever you send the puck into the other team's zone before the middle red line, and if the other team is there to touch it, that's called icing. So then we have a face-off in the defensive zone for the team that was sending the puck down. Basically
McCullum was being heavily dogged.
He was.
He had
that pressure to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So he didn't reach that line first.
To be fair though, Devlin almost skated it down. He was only a step away from negating
so he had
that
a man
icing.
chasing, which would cancel that icing. But the Admirals, they have to go all the way back into their zone, even though they win possession of that puck. And here they go now. Van der Meulen, one of the Flying Dutchmen for the Admirals, trying to get something going. That's broken up again. Admirals not getting it through, so Daigle with it. He's going to have something. Another dump in. See what they do again. Van der Meulen, he goes to it. Has it on the backboards. Passes it into his man, but two Stampede players are there. making it kind of easy for them, giving them the puck. But that's gone all the way down. No icing is the call.
No, been waved. 29 seconds left.
So a long stretch pass, high stick by McIntosh. That's stopped and negated by the Admirals playing it. Van Meulen takes a shot. That's deflected again by Amston. That's a guy who is a super reliable defenseman for the Stampede, always in great position. It's going to be very hard to get around him.
If you could build the perfect defenseman, it would look like Stefan Amston. Yeah. He's big. He's got a great shot, great feet, good hands,
and
calm, centered,
hockey awareness.
Yeah,
like
very
hockey
intelligent,
awareness.
super smart, knows where to be on the rink.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
he's patient too.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of that, they just took a shot there. Admiral's getting another one. And Hasselman's on the post, but he's managed to knock it. He's a very tall man, a big man. Must stand at least 6'4", probably like close to 2 meters.
He is, yeah.
And knocking that net that doesn't seem to have a lot of strength in the pegs. Maybe it's a lot of that snow buildup as well as you get late stages of the first period. We got about 10 seconds left. The Stampede win the faceoff back. Good defensive zone draw there. And they look to clear it. Kept in at the line, shot from the point, gets to Hasselman, blocked side shot
Good
off
hustle.
the net.
Sorry about that. Great hustle for the last 10 seconds. You think nobody's buttoning off.
Yeah, and there's another example of how you have to continue to play no matter where, like what time you've got left in the game. You're going to have to finish checks, get the face-offs, shoot when you can. It's going to be tight. And based on that, 1-0 after one score line.
Exactly, and as you said,
have to fight for it.
It only takes 0.1 second for the puck to cross the line, so there's 10 seconds is a lot of time.
All right, well, we're going to back down to Matt Chavez with his interview.
First period effort.
I mean, it's a great first period, very tight. I think both teams have had a lot of opportunities. Good chance for the boys to settle their nerves and then just kind of find their place in the game.
Any adjustments you see right away?
I think for us, we just need to get the puck to net. The times that we've got the puck to net, when there's a screen, Chubb has struggled to see it. That's simple hockey for us, playoff hockey.
Back to you guys.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty easy messages there.
You know, if you think about it, that first 30 seconds with that, before that goal, after that goal scored, it was very even hockey. That was just bouncy puck in front of the net, and Chaba was out of place. So, yeah, second period. What is Admirals coach? What do they say?
Well, they're going to have to keep. They're going to have to keep some of the puck and actually hold on to it a little bit. Just stepping behind them, and actually hold the puck when they try to gain into the zone of the SkyCity Stampede, and not just get over the line, the red line that is, and then dump it in, lose possession.
Yeah.
But if they're going to chip and chase, you've got to actually put the pressure on the defenseman to get the puck back and not give them time to get out of their zone. It's making it really easy for the Stampede at the moment anyway to transition from being on defense back on offense with the puck and get it out of the zone. They know this rink well. They'll make it. It can happen.
The chase component of that chip and chase is important, and they just have got a boogie down there fast enough to get to, if not get to the puck first, put pressure on that the puck handler so that they make a bad pass or fumble the puck.
Possession is going to be such a huge part of this game. You can't just be giving it up. No. When you've got it, you've got to get the puck and make something happen. It's intense and such high pace both ways. If you get the opportunity, you've got to make the most of it, because 1-0 game, there's still a lot of hockey left to play, as you'd say, Dave.
And they got to back themselves, because what they've done to get themselves here was that hard forecheck, and that was part of their game. They didn't demonstrate that enough in this first period to show, hey, we're confident, we're here to play. They seem like hesitant, and almost like the coach has been drumming into them, play more defensive.
Yes.
But you can't really play defensive when you're in the offensive zone necessarily. I don't think so. I think you should at least, if they're going to play with dumping and chasing the puck, put the pressure on right away with one man on them hard, and at least someone close to them to try and get that puck.
So we're going to go to an intermission, and then we'll bring you the second period very shortly.
All right, it's going to get hot.
Fano, welcome back. We are back at Queenstown Ice Rink with Dave dubbed it the absolute legend of ice hockey and commentary. We thank you again for being with us. This is exciting action, Dave. We've had one period in the books. What are your thoughts so far after one period of play?
Well, sustained pressure by the Stampede got them that goal so early in the piece. But after that, that end-to-end hockey was happening. We spoke off camera about the dump and chase, the chasing that the Admirals have to do in order to get control of that puck in that Stampede zone. If they want to set something up, they've had some good shots on Hasselman, but he's come up, really
big.
well.
He's playing well, exactly. You need your goaltender to step up and play well, and he had that very first shot save of the game, and maybe that set the tone. But then when it went the other way, Chaba still made that first save for the Admirals, but then there was that follow-up. And then that shot that went off his shoulder was off the shoulder, off the blocker, and then it just popped right up in front of him, and it didn't get cleared well enough. It got cleared into the high slot, and then, Nolan Ross coming in, giving it to the top point scorer in the league.
Wrong guy.
He makes no mistake, and then you got a 1-0 hockey game. It's already tight, so it's going to just continue to get tight, and the Admiral's going to have to try and claw it back.
But if you take that 30 seconds away from the period,
the game's been great.
It's been it's tight hockey.
Yeah,
tight hockey.
It's fast too.
All right, well, we're going to go down to Matt Chavez. He's having another interview, so we'll see what he has to say.
Over to you, Matt.
All right, so analysis for the first period. It's been a tight one, and the defense for the Admirals doing a great job so far. But it was Nolan Ross that jumped out in front and set the tone for the Stampede. The biggest thing is the analysis for the defense has been really good for the Admirals, especially their younger players. Their younger players have come through and allowed the Admirals to break out of their zone, and that's what's caused a pretty even hockey game, even though the Stampede are out shooting the Admirals more than 2-1. So the second period with the short benches, it's going to be interesting to see how both teams adjust and if they stay out of the penalty box. But generally it's been even so far, and no reason to think it won't be a good even match the rest of the way. Just depends on whether they tighten up and play a low scoring game or if the offense starts to go for both teams. Back to you guys.
Yeah, pretty good analysis. Thank you very much, Matt. You're not wrong there with how both teams are playing, but the offense. Yeah, do they need to continue playing offense? Sometimes people say defense wins you championships, and Stampede are going to keep squeezing the Admirals to make sure that the pressure's on them to make a mistake in their effort to be offensive.
Exactly.
All right, we're going to go back to live action.
It's quite interesting you talk about the defense because, defense does win championships, but if Admirals continue on this playing conservatively, they need to go on the front foot and start attacking and making some plays happen, because you can't play defense all night against this Stampede team. They will make you pay.
Oh, 100%. I mean, maybe we should rephrase that defense winning championships, because it's a part of what gets you there is being solid defensively.
Yes.
And then if you can hold and withstand the offensive pressure from the other team, you're going to get the puck back, which is when your offense starts. Doesn't matter what zone you're in. In this small rink, you can send the puck from one end to the other real quick, and the game will change in an instant. So the next goal will be pretty big to make it 2-0 or 1-1. So we shall see. We're going to start period number 2. Admirals on our left and the SkyCity Stampede on the right. Here we go. Puck drop for number 2. And the Stampede win that. Devlin, he sends it all the way in for the Stampede. Chalice goes to chase. And that's chipped up off the boards by Flynn Hayward-Jones. Kind of sent back in right off the backside of Chalice.
Stampede playing that dump and chase game now.
Yeah, and early quick, that's a good effective strategy to begin with if they want to put pressure right back on their opponent, which they're doing. Gunst, he sends it in. Regan goes after it, and he kind of tries to block off the Stampede player. He does it well, boxes him out, gets the puck to Jones. Jones at the point shot, that's tipped on the way through. Hasselman makes a pad save. And Devlin gets it in the middle of the rink there, and he puts it off the board. Stampede clear it. Flynn Hayward-Jones. Intended receiver was Vandermeulen. Devlin got a stick on it, but the Admirals recover. Flynn Hayward-Jones to Daigle. The captain, he sends it. No icing on the play. Burns goes back to collect it. He stops up, sends it up. on McIntosh. He's backwards skating. He receives it really well. He cuts in. A nice long reach. He protects that puck so well. Very strong on his skates as McIntosh. Avoids 3 checks already, but poke checked away from danger by one of the Kennedy brothers. Shot in by McCollum right over top of Chaba's head, so he lets that go by him. 2-on-1 shaping up here. Henry with a shot. Wrist saved there by Hasselman. I was going to say wrist shot. Just happens so fast, Dave, that it's hard to keep up with.
Absolutely, end to end.
And that puck gets deflected.
McCollum did a great job of trying to close off that lane, body, and ended up down on the ice for a sliding attempt at a save.
And the Stampede demonstrated that in the first period. That was one thing we didn't really mention, was the shot blocks. They are putting their body in the right position. Not only that, they're also laying the body down to block any Admirals' chances. So,
yep. Well, if you have a look closely at those Stampede jerseys, on the inside collar, there's a little phrase that says blue collar hockey. And that's how the Stampede play.
That's how they put their work boots on, eh?
Put the work boots on, block shots, dig deep, make it happen.
It's just simple hockey, but super effective, and that's what has garnered them that success that they've experienced so far. 2-on-1 here, Ross, he cuts in, shot, and that's up top, saved there by Chaba. Ever dangerous, this man, Ross. Don't give him any daylight, because he will find out. He's not happy as he goes to the bench. He wanted to get that a little bit higher. And the Admirals, they managed to send it out of the zone. McCollum elects for his goaltender to come out and play the puck. Why not?
That makes the entire crowd nervous when Joel Hasselman comes out. He loves playing the puck.
Yes, but he leaves the goal empty, eh? So that's
and
not...
he got snapped. I think it was against the Swarm a couple weeks back, when he just made not a great pass, and it was picked up. Polizov, perhaps.
Well, there you have it. Shot there, and that goes way wide. You want your goaltender to tend the goal, so maybe it's good to stay in the net. No, don't leave it all the time. And
not a face-off circle person, he's a goal person.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what gets it done. So there he goes, True. He takes a point.
That was great work by the Admirals. All right.
We're going to cut over to Matt. He's got something to say.
One of the referees, Ryan Cairns, just a few minutes ago, and he said that the ice is particularly soft around both goal mounts, and because of that, they're having trouble actually keeping the posts in there. So it's something to be aware of, since both goaltenders like to push off.
That's true. So that net does get dislodged fairly easily. And we'll see if that stays in place. Pass in front doesn't get it through again. Admirals trying to hold their defensive line, and they do get it out of the zone, but back to True. True sends it over to his D partner, Coyle. Coyle centering feed there, up to the wall to McCog. He can't keep it in the zone. Puts Coyle on the back foot, but sends it into Admirals zone, right in behind the net. Admirals move it fast, up to Rooney. To Moses off his stick, that shouldn't be an icing. No, it's off his stick, so he gets to play it. He's hit from the side there by True. Hayward Jones, oh look, it's a pinching in, can't keep it in. That's
the story of the Admirals' play so far. This game is they're great at breaking out of their zone, but once they get into the offensive zone, they're just not holding on to the puck.
Well, there you go. Harrison separates Moses from the puck there, and then the defense for the Stampede get possession and then bring it back the other way.
Yep.
So that is the stuff that will win games if you can maintain that and continue that battling for the puck. Those 50-50 battles, crucial in these finals. Admirals go back the other way. They go around the pressure, I guess, and trying to find a way through all of that defensive holding by the Stampede. They can't do it. Given to Chalice here. He takes a shot. That's blocked. Almost a chance for Harrison.
Blocked and dropped right in the low slot. And
coming the other way, bouncing puck, that ricocheted off of a couple of bodies, and it went right to Hasselman.
He did a great job seeing where that was going to end up, and just making it across the net to close off that lower left half.
And dump in by Lockie Freer, and the Admirals have it. Dago all the way up to Regan. Great defensive play by Mitchell Freer there, coming up to steal that puck. SkyCity Stampede with the puck now. They send it up to the middle to Ross. It's poke checked away from him to Vandermeulen. Vandermeulen, he has a head of steam. He shoots the puck, wrist right on net, and that's gloved by Hasselman.
The second period is notorious for what they call the long shift, or you got to skate pretty far to get to your bench. And that may have, later in the period, may have consequences.
So an offensive zone face-off for the Admirals. A bit of an unusual setup. They're trying to win it to the top man. They don't. The Stampede. Bring it up. Giving up in the neutral zone. That's Mason Kennedy. He wrist shots it in behind Hasselman. Freer goes to collect. He puts it down for the winger. The winger's not there for him, but then that's a bit of a giveaway by Vandemeulen.
Yeah.
Ross gets after it now. Drop pass in the middle. McCollum, oh, he can't handle it. Just gets it back to himself, to Ross. Ross, nice dangling through the legs of Taylor Kennedy. Kind of made him look like he wasn't even there.
Some great, those Canadians.
But yeah, as I was saying earlier, you look at the difference about when the Stampede have it in the offensive zone versus when the Admirals, they slow it down, they start moving it around.
And they make the defense come to them. They hold possession of it, right? Like they're not just giving it away in contact. So there's a difference. Like when they hold the puck with confidence, you're just making the other team having to react to what you're doing, not the other way around. So
proactive,
great analysis.
Proactive versus reactive.
Ross to McCollum. These guys connected a lot of points. Shot there and a goal! Jet McCollum.
Slippery fake, and then slides it.
What a wrist shot by Jet McCollum. Him and Ross connect again, and they have doubled their lead now. It's 2-0 SkyCity Stampede.
We'll have a quick look at that.
Yeah, look at this. Feeds it off to McCullum.
Watch this fake. See that? That little bit of a stick handle makes Chubba move on it.
Oh, he bit. Yeah, that was a big toe drag fake. And with being a left-hand shot, he curled it more towards the middle, more net to shoot at, and he makes no mistake. 2-0 Stampede here. 14 minutes to play in the second period.
What's the word about a 2-0 lead, though?
It's the best lead in hockey.
Hardest leads to defend in hockey. Well, that's a 3-goal lead usually, but in a final, man.
Two goals is still nothing.
But yeah, all you need is one to win a game, but they've got two, and the Admirals have none. So we'll see how this game will end up, and we are approaching the halfway point.
I have to give the Stampede credit. They are hustling to the puck. They are not giving the Admirals a chance to set up, a chance to stick handle. They're like Hurley all over them, and that pressure creates turnover.
Perfect example of the pressure right there.
And if they sustain that, that just, again, they know they're up against a good opponent, and if you let your opponent have time and space, the Admirals are a team that can counterattack and make you pay. But the Stampede not allowing them to do so. So, backhand deflection right on Hasselman. He likes to play it, so he keeps the play moving. Doesn't hold on to it. Kept in at the line by Rooney. He takes a shot there. That's blocked again by the very tall man of Risky Jones. Good stick handling there by Chalice. He goes back to Coyle. He's forced to go back a little bit further than he wanted to over to True. He lifts one up to the middle. Tried to hand glove it down, but Devlin got a little bit too anxious there with his stick to play the puck, and it took the feet out of Taylor Rooney right in front of the referee, and the referee says that is going to be a trip, young man. You're going to the penalty box.
So, 2 minutes in there.
Well, you talk about an important moment for the Admirals right here. You know, you've just given up a goal, you get the power play, you've taken Devlin out of the equation, who's a great player for the Stampede. You've got to capitalise here.
So Admirals, they win the faceoff. Dag at the point. Goes over to Vandemeulen. He walks it in, looking for shoot, he does it. Hits right into the backside of Burns. Good position to block, as Burns was already shielding the Admirals winger.
That's going to leave a mark.
Oh, you betcha. And Daigle goes around his net. Does he do it again? Looks like he does. The forechecking of Lachlan Freer. He avoids that nicely. Goes up to Hayward Jones. Hayward Jones uses that long reach. He dumps it. Does he chip it to himself? No, Amston gets it first. Puts it up the boards.
Oh, unlucky bounce there for the Admirals.
They still managed to keep it in the zone, but not very clean possession. And that is cleared by the Stampede, killing another bit of time off this penalty, getting closer to that 1:10 mark. 50 seconds gone in the penalty. Admirals on a power play here in the finals. They are down by 2 goals.
Vandemeulen hustling over that blue line, drags it to the corner beautifully.
Up to Dag at the point. Dag sends it over quickly to Kunst. Guy Kunst back to Daigle. Daigle up top, slap shot. That's blocked there by
big block by
Adam
Salford.
Sulphur.
Oh, he's going to chase it down.
He's going to get it too by himself. What? He makes the block and gets the puck. That's fantastic penalty killing by the Stampede. That gets their bench all up and excited for that one for sure. Now Regan with it. Last 30 seconds of the power play. He tries to go through everyone. And does a little bit. Loses the puck. Sacrificing that was with 1-on-2 play. Gives the puck up. Stampede sent it down on the Admirals power play. 15 seconds. Vesper now. He's getting that cross ring pass. He stops up. Curls. Looking for support. Comes in late. Players collide. 2 Stampede guys go down. Robbie does well in the back corner there to hold on the puck, and then no stick for Henry. He can't play it. Sent up to Devlin under the penalty box. Could out a breakaway. Couldn't hold on to the puck.
Rolling puck over his stick. He got a little overzealous, I think.
Oh, he had no one anywhere close to him. He had just the goalie to beat. So the Admirals not successful on that power play. Trying to bull their way through here unsuccessfully as Hasselman will close that and hold up.
You see that McCullum not biting on the moves, watching the body, taking the man instead of the puck.
Yep.
Old basic hockey, but it worked.
Absolutely. And big heads up, I didn't see who dished that pass up to Devlin, but great hockey IQ to see him come out of the box.
Especially when you're killing a penalty, and it was right at the end of the penalty too to send it up. That's good on-ice awareness from the Stampede. They are winning those battles, even on the face-offs here. That's another thing that's key.
Oh, Chalice. The Wolves on that.
Dellin does help him, gets it over the line. He gets crunched there by Rooney. And Taylor Kennedy gets hit nicely from Harrison. So the physicality again ramping up. Chalice stops up from the hit, avoids it, curls up, sends it across. Harrison, he sends it towards the net. That's a bit blocked, so there we go. This is Devlin. Getting harassed from the back from Mason Kennedy. Admirals give it up right to the point. Coyle walks in, shot. Oh, another block there by Moses. Taking a page of the Stampede shot blocking book. And they send that down. No icing. Hasselman out to play it again. True with it. Play really heating up here. McIntosh kind of in the middle with it. Gets kicked away. Quigley going the other way now. Quigley on the back end. Lots of speed. Backhands it in the air, but his winger couldn't control it. Stampede sent it down. And that's going to be an icing against
You can take a breath now in end-to-end hockey. Huge opportunities on both sides. Bouncing pucks seem to be the curse at the moment, where both teams just missing the opportunities where the puck just bounces over their stick or just out of reach. So face-off will be deep in that Stampede zone. McIntosh.
He's lining up against Alex Regan. Got in there a little too quick, so you might get a bit of a warning. Oh, the linesman's pointing the finger wave. Have you seen that?
That old teacher move, the finger wave.
You don't do that. That's not very nice.
Yeah.
Oh my. So you're seeing it here. McIntosh, he tries to get through. He gets kind of taken down and literally ridden into the boards, but he comes away with the puck.
Still has the puck.
So that's something you can't always teach, folks. That's excellent play by McIntosh to get back up after receiving a hit and get the puck back. Hayward Jones, he gives it to Guy Kunst. Kunst comes in, takes a shot, bit of a, maybe like a
knuckleball.
Yeah, I was going to say off-speed shot.
Off-speed's polite. But
yeah, that's just being diplomatic. Definitely whiffed on it. All right, so Daigle, he passes it up to Regan. Regan back down to Daigle. He sets up behind the net. He comes up with it up the middle, gives it over to Kunst. Guy Kunst to Van der Meulen.
That's the Flying Dutchman doing great out there, that connection they have.
Yeah, but it hasn't broken through. They have been good passing, but we'll see.
Beautiful centering pass, but broken up by Stampede.
And guess who? Amston, probably the MVD for their team. Oh, a giveaway in the middle. Shot there. Oh, what a save and deflection away by Regan. Oh, that was super close.
Just wide.
Yep. I think there was a stick that got in the lane there that just sent it a little bit to the side when he shot.
Hasselman was moved way out of position on that. And
pass
the net
in front, deflected away. Puck is still there.
Boy, the sustained pressure that those Admirals have at the moment.
It's what they need to do, as I was talking about before. You know, if you've got the puck in your zone, use the opportunity.
And here's a middle shot here coming, and that's blocked nicely by Burns, and that gets all the way out of the zone, relieving that pressure that the Stampede were under. And Risky Jones, he sends it down. He'll probably go for a change. That whole Stampede line out there for a long time will all change. Admirals back on it now. Vesper, he gets it in. Bit of a chip and chase to himself. Let Stampede get there first. They clear the zone. Soffer, big important shot block earlier. He gets around his man. Come the other way. Drop pass from Sistroni to Vesper. Gives it back to Sistroni. He gets it and gets filled in the process, making that shot.
And Dan to hockey once again.
Freer elects to do a fake slap shot. And again, chips to himself. This time he gets it. So stuff that the Admirals are trying to do, Stampede are turning it around and doing it themselves in the offensive zone.
Once again, the Admirals have that opportunity to clear it. They clear it, but just clear it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They're just a little bit behind, and that's why the scoreline here right now is 2-0 for the SkyCity Stampede with 6.5 minutes remaining in the second period.
Have we had, what, half dozen whistles?
Yeah, the game is just flowing. Kennedy.
And we've said this before many times about when you don't notice a referee, it's a good game. And that's what's happening right now. The referee isn't really, he's just letting it happen.
Well, good thing, you know what, there's two of them too, so they can both let it happen, and that's what you want. You want a good officiated game. Oh, good stick check there. I don't know, that's potentially a penalty, as one of the Admirals is down on the ice, favoring somewhere around his face. I'm not sure what's happened to him. Possibly taking something in the face. The ref lets it play on.
Great stick rob by Devlin.
There's going to be a penalty. Moses got filled in there with a bit of an elbow. Chaba goes to the bench. Extra attacker on Moses. Flynn here with Jones. Good block.
Harrison there.
But that is not enough to have possession of the puck, so they will still have 6-on-5 situation right now. So Chamberlain, he elects to skate it in. Gets the Flynn Hayward Jones. Tries to take a shot. That goes wide, and they will touch up the Stampede, and that will bring the Admirals to a power play. I think it's checking to the head.
To the head. I'd like to see a replay on that, because that looked like a great hit by Harrison there. Open ice, hard hit, but like...
If the principal point of contact is the head, this is the play earlier where there's no penalty. No. Kind of a stick check onto Freer. And then something happened directly afterwards, or maybe a stick to the face on Kennedy. Is that what the first call is for? Because there was another penalty potentially afterwards. I thought there was going to be a penalty onto Moses, but the one we had just witnessed was...
No, I think it'll be this where Harrison hit Moses just on the other side of the blue there.
Harrison's in the penalty box.
Yeah, but that one, I think it looked like it was kind of a knee on knee, and it spun him around. He might have even got himself with his own stick there.
Nevertheless, the Admirals have a power play here. You wouldn't know it at the moment because the Stampede had possession. They came right in. And we have 5 minutes in this second period, 1:45 in this power play. So they have an extra attacker on for West Auckland, one less for the SkyCity Stampede, who send the puck down, making the Admirals go all the way from their own end with hard forecheck too by McIntosh. That's read by Dig. He skates it through the middle. Gains the line. This is attacking with confidence now. They gain the line. They have extra attacker. Regan.
Referee's tangled up in the fray.
Kind of got in the way there, but that's play on. And the Stampede clear it once again. Efficiently going through their penalty killers as they get another change. So the Admirals trying to set it up here, looking cautious. Regan streaking down the wing, goes behind the net, passes up to Vandermeulen. Vandermeulen to Dag. Dag, does he shoot? No, he passes it off. Kunst up to Daigle. Daigle on the top, shoots. That's blocked by Shinpad.
Oh, good little deflection.
Away. Boy, that puck was floating in front of an empty net, but
it's just not getting through.
No, everybody tangled up.
So 40 seconds left in the penalty to Harrison. 3 minutes 53, second period to play. We are NZIHL Finals, 2-0 SkyCity Stampede over the West Auckland Admirals. Admirals on a power play. Admirals sending the puck around on their power play unnecessarily. Yeah, they really have to hold on to the puck.
Giving up possession in that zone with a power play.
This is something that they did 5-on-5 in period number 1, and now they're doing it on their own power play. That's not a good set of recipes if you want to have success in a final.
No.
And that penalty is moments away.
And it is expired. Harrison comes back onto the rink. It is 5-on-5, 3 minutes 14 left. Second period of action down here in the beautiful Queenstown for these finals. And speaking of Harrison, he gets the puck off that sideboards, passes it up into the neutral ice, avoids a hit, doesn't avoid the second, so Henry gets it. He cuts in, takes a shot, that's saved by Hasselman. Nothing super dangerous on that shot, but it was steered away for no rebound either.
I think he was going for that screen as the defense backed up on the goal on Hasselman. But
Mason Kennedy sends it in right onto Hasselman. He deflects it to Burns. Burns, assistant captain for the SkyCity Stampede, elects to go up to Devlin, who chips it in. Quite high.
There'll be an element of frustration starting to build up in the Admirals lineup. They're trying, you know, coach, we're trying everything, and it's just not working.
They really got to keep it more simple, to be fair. Even if you feel a dump and chase is simple, it kind of is, but it's giving it away, as we've mentioned.
Yeah,
they need to do a little bit more of holding on the puck and bring it over the line with confidence and back their skill.
Yes.
If they want to get any form of offensive pressure going, that's one thing that they need to do for sure.
No, I couldn't agree more. They need to march it across the blue line and then start setting up and getting something happening.
Yeah, do like the old Gretzky move where you get over the line, curl up, make their defenders go back a little bit, give yourself some space, pass the puck over and around.
And even if you're taking it over the blue and skating it into the corner, at least it gives the rest of the team a chance to kind of get in the zone as well.
They may need something else here as well, maybe even a big hit or just some kind of play to get them into the game a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because the Stampede are just a step ahead, and that's why the scoreline, again, as we tick it over, a minute 16 in this second period. Stampede are ahead. Now, Justin Day doesn't seem to ever get off the ice.
You know, man, he's doing all the heavy lifting at the moment.
Well, they're going to rely on him an awful lot, being top defenseman in the league and one of the top players in this league for sure.
And now you understand why.
Absolutely. And again, that veteran presence, being captain as well, he's definitely leading by example.
Yes, for sure. Now, speaking of which, he gets the puck back. He gets it over the line himself. 1-on-4. Takes a wrist shot. That's blocked. Up into the mesh, and we'll get us another stop.
Well, once again, end-to-end hockey. The Stampede seem to be in the face of the Admirals.
Yes.
Wherever they are, not allowing the Admirals to get any real momentum. Daigle did a really good job of marching it out of his own zone, but he did it all himself.
This is the other thing. It's not using their teammates when they can.
Exactly, and he didn't have, even as you saw then as he marched it across the blue, he didn't have the support coming in for someone to, him take it a little bit low, pass it up to the point, get the triangles working, all those sort of things. And
this is where the Stampede have just been relentless with that team effort and that team. So I think it looks like there was some kind of indication here from the referee saying, okay, sort out your bench changes, guys. 37.5 seconds.
Jeez, we've had like a handful of whistles in this entire period.
That's it. Stampede win another faceoff in their defensive zone too. Very critical and key aspect of the game. Puck is wedged in between two player skates right in front of the bench.
Trapped on the blue line.
A lot of snow as well. A lot of buildup towards the end of periods here. Mentioning that the ice is quite soft, which is a little bit unusual, being cooler down on the South Island.
the coldest rink in the.
Pass in front shot there. What a save by Chubba. 2-on-0 in the last 10 seconds of this period. Admirals just went to sleep there, letting the Stampede go right in. You'll see it here on the replay. My goodness, that's going to bring us to a close.
Roby one time.
Stretch pass right from behind the red line there.
Oh, Chubba, fantastic.
Unbelievable to make that save. But again, the Admirals didn't do much there to prevent that from happening. They could have made a much better defensive effort.
But that'll also bolster the Admirals when they see their goaltender stretching out like that and making a spectacular save.
But again, you can't go to sleep at all for any period of time in these finals. You saw that in the last 10 seconds of any game in the final, like in the first period.
Anything can happen.
You get a goal in the first almost 30 seconds of our game.
Yeah.
So my goodness, man, oh man. I hope you are entertained out there watching this live stream action, because we are certainly enjoying calling this, this live stream
you're gonna have to replenish the liquids, because man, that play-by-play would be just reeling on. It's been great. Very shortly, we're going to go down to Matt and with another interview with, I think that's Daigle.
Yeah, it is.
Over to you, Matt.
All right, after 2 periods, here with Justin Daig. Good defense so far, but they're pitching a shutout. How do you turn this good defense into an offensive chance for you guys and convert?
Yeah, I think right now we're doing everything right. We're minimizing the quality of their chances, which is something we wanted to do. I think now it's just a matter of continuing to get pucks on net, make sure we have net front presence on the offensive side of things, and just get a bit of puck luck and keep working hard to earn it. So.
And you guys are getting outshot a little bit. Are you going to be pressuring shots, or are you going to be focusing on high quality?
Yeah, I think at this point, anything on net is a good chance. So, we know that there's going to be rebounds there. We just got to make sure we're there to get them, and just keep putting pucks on net and getting guys there.
All right, go get a roll. Thanks.
Thank you, Matt. Yeah, there you go. Justin Daig, captain of the West Auckland Admirals, saying they've got to get the pucks to the net, but not just that. They need men there to get the rebounds, or at least take some eyes away of Hasselman, because he's stopping it and putting it away from where their wingers are.
Taking away the pressure. Yeah. I just think it's quite interesting. Poor old Daigle, who's done a lot of work out there. He gets picked on for this interview, which is great. But, he looks fresh as a daisy still. Sounds not puffed. So I think he's got a big third period coming up, leading this team.
He's an elite athlete. What can I say?
He is. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. Well, yeah, another goal by the Stampede. Pursuing, hunting for the puck, not letting, like I keep saying, not letting the Admirals set anything up and shutting them down. The Admirals not able to carry through the neutral zone, keep dumping. That's got to stop.
Yeah.
They need to back each other, passing through the neutral zone and up into that Stampede area if they want to get a goal.
Yeah, and they had a couple of opportunities with the power play as well, and they were gifted that, but they didn't get it done on that chance. So that's going to play into the psyche, into the mentality going to the third. It's like, we've been giving these these advantages, but we're not quite getting it done. So we're going to take a short break here, and hopefully you come back with us. And we got third period action coming up right after this. Kia ora, hockey whānau, welcome back. I'm Ian Wanamaker alongside Dave Dubnyk, Joel DeBredden. We are the commentating crew to this grand final. It's been fantastic down here in Queenstown. The reception's been amazing. This place is packed. What exciting action we've been watching. We've been through 2 periods out of 3 so far in this final. And currently, right now, it's 2-0 to the SkyCity Stampede, boys.
Yep. It's been a really hard-fought battle in that second period, which was quite similar to the first. That the Admirals not able to get control of the puck in the Stampede zone. Stampede on them at all times. So we'll see what happens in the third, Joel.
They're just going to have to get possession in their offensive zone and maintain it and hold on to it and make things happen. Because if you're getting into your zone and giving it straight up, it's going back the other direction.
And it's tiring.
It's tiring, and you're not going to score goals.
No, and the SkyCity Stampede have been relentless with their forecheck and their neutral zone clogging and also blocking shots. These guys are sacrificing everything to get in the way of the Admirals' shot. So that's why the scoreline is favoring the Stampede and also the shot count. The Admirals' shot attempts is probably a lot higher, but they're just not getting it through. So if they're actually trying to force it a little bit too much, and that's not the approach you want, because they force it, it gets blocked, they give it up, it goes back the other way, giving it back to the other team. So it's a bit of that record.
Burnsy's grandmother's watching this, and Callum Burns has put himself on the line a few times. Dad's down there watching. They're probably cringing quite a bit. But I know that we got to go down to Matt for another update.
Over to you, Matt.
Over to you, Matt.
All right, 2-0 the score after 2. The analysis is pretty simple. The Admirals are not finding a way to get quality shots against this team. Hasselman's going to sit there and stop everything that comes his way if they can't find a way to get the Stampede either unbalanced or moving around in the defensive zone. They're going to have to score at least 3 goals in order to win this game, and the Stampede have a choice to stand back and see what happens, or play aggressively and try to put them away early. The most important thing for both teams is exactly how this period starts. If it starts with a bang for the Admirals, they have a chance. The Stampede really have an opportunity to get everything figured out and a 1-game lead. We'll send it back up to you guys.
You know, I have to argue with him about Stampede sitting back on those 2 goals.
That's not their MO.
Yeah, they
don't play that way.
Right. No,
absolutely.
It's not in their DNA.
They're going to keep the lid on the pot. They're really going to keep the smother down, because you can't let this Admirals team breathe. If you do, that's when they're going to punish you. And if they don't block the shots, that's going to be the one that gets through. That's the 1 goal they need. So anything can open up. But again, I do agree with you, Dave, on that analysis. If Admirals are going to have any success here, they got to break through that and use what you said, Joel. Hold on to the puck in that offensive zone and make it work for them.
Be smart with it as well, because if they try and turn up the intensity and the physicality, Stampede are more than willing to play that game also, and they open themselves up to spending time in the box.
Period 3 is underway in this grand final action. West Auckland Admirals against the SkyCity Stampede. Admirals in the zone, can't hit the puck that's bouncing around, but they shoot it, miss the net. What a shot from the basically red line. And Hasselman says, I will swat that out of thin air, thank you. You're not getting it past me tonight.
But shots on, so it's a good start.
Big glove in the way.
So any shooting angle, they're going to have to try it.
I can feel the energy from all you Admiral viewers right now. Everybody watching from up there, wanting, willing, and hoping for their team to pop one in just to change the
narrative a little bit here, because that next goal is crucial.
Oh, absolutely.
So Burns, he sends it up to Chalice. He dumps the puck in. Kennedy goes back on it. That's Taylor. He goes up to Kunst. They just pass it off the boards to one another to Van der Meulen. 2-on-3. He takes a hard shot, and it goes right off the glass in front, off the stanchion. But luckily for the Stampede, they get it out of harm's way.
Ross was quite focused to pick that bouncing puck up in the slot, because Joel was nowhere in position to.
That's right, and it's a good composure there by Burns, the very steady defenseman for the Stampede. Admirals doing good to hold on to that puck, but they have 2 Stampede players on it. This is where the Admirals need another support centerman to come in and scoop up that puck, but they don't.
Help out.
So 2-on-2 shaping up here. Up to Daigle. coming from the DN for the attack. He takes a shot. That's stopped. Another rebound and a shot and saved, both towards the midsection of Hasselman.
Daigle picking up his own rebound. What's it? Think about that. He's defense, skating in, showing the boys where they got to be, what they have to do to make opportunities.
And he's also looking for his winger to cut into the middle to kind of find the rebound and force that play a little bit more and not just be a 1-on-3. Opportunity here, but that's poked away. Up to the line, held in, shot from the point, and that's gloved and saved by Hasselman. Again, demonstrating how quick this game is. Straight from a face-off, back to the point man. The point man is the person at the blue line, often the defender, and that was a shot there from the Admirals' Flynn Hayward-Jones. Face-off win.
Big pressure there from the Admirals in this first couple minutes.
Yeah, well, that's what we're talking about that they need to do. They need to put that pressure on. It's do or die time. Third period, 2-0 down.
Yeah, they don't want to be down 1-0 in this final series. It's the best of 3. If you win the first game, that team is most likely to win. I'll have to dig up what the stats are. I think it's at least 3/4 of the time that if you win game 1, you go on to win. So McIntosh avoids the stick check of Zach Steven. But back to Chamberlain now. He goes saucer pass up to Sestroni. He doesn't get it. It's taken and taken back by the Admirals. They come in. Drop pass here to Sestrone. Hard, heavy shot one time, and Hasselman gloves that down.
I have an interesting question. Was that a funny bounce on coming up from the Admiral zone on Sestroni? Because he didn't seem to make any movements towards it where it was picked up by a Stampede player. I think he was waiting for the puck to come to him. But
yeah, it came off the boards quite weird.
Let's just say it's a funny bounce, and you don't never know how it's going to come off the boards, especially when that puck gets on edge. It is a vulcanized rubber disc, and it only weighs, what, 6 ounces? And these guys can really hammer that puck really hard. As Robbie shows you there, he dumps it in and around the boards it goes, because there's no corners. Even though we mentioned corners, it's just a rounded corner. The players battle for that puck. Whiskey Jones, center, is just
Roby just one step out of position there.
Looking for that one-time shot in front. Mason Kennedy, he sends it. It's right off the backside of the linesperson. And again, you say it leaves a mark on anyone, that's going to leave a mark for sure. They don't have the same type of padding or the amount that the players wear. And they often take one, as you saw there. So players battling for it. Amston, he comes away with it. He goes around the net. He skates up, avoids the check there of Quigley. Smooth skating, Amston takes it through again, gains the line, takes a shot right on net, and Chaba holds on. Thought about playing it, but decides, I'm going to hold on to this, going to reset, get a new line out there. Yeah. As Amston, look how smooth he just gets right through the zone. Takes a nice shot. I think he knew that, all right, I'm going to get this on net, see where we go. We'll get an offensive zone face-off. And they win another face-off, but it gets to the line, kept in by Freer. And Kennedy, that's Taylor. He breaks away with it. 3-on-2 shaping up, possibly 4. Wrist shot and save by Hasselman. Keeps shooting at his glove. That seems not a great place to put the puck. You want to put it somewhere else where he can't hold and cover it for a face-off. Put it on a blocker, go low pad, get a rebound.
Push the rebounds.
So Caleb Chamberlain lining up for the face-off. That's won again by the Stampede.
Yeah, Stampede have been dominating the face-offs tonight, and it makes a huge difference.
It just leads to offense in their transition game, and they're back in the other zone already. Soffer with it. He stops up behind the net, looking to center it. He does. Goes to the point man. Up to the top, McCullum back down to Soffer. Gives it back to McCullum. Does he look and shoot? He does. He rings it off the crossbar.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling off the pipe.
A broken stick down there as well from the Admirals.
Freer inside the zone, so
McCullum's got a rolling puck.
Looking for a shot there. That doesn't get through at all. And Stampede on the pressure now.
Talk about cycling it through your zone. This is an absolute clinic on how to do it.
Looks like Admirals have a penalty.
And deserved so. There's all sorts of pressure there under. There's going to be another one. The second referee indicates a penalty. So the whistle had gone for the initial penalty. So there's a cross-checking call coming against the Admirals. And now there will be a penalty to SkyCity Stampede for interference.
Yep, I'd say that'll be on Sofa.
Unnecessary. Yeah, Sofa didn't have to get into that fracas.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate there. He kind of got pushed onto Margosh there by.
I think it's the retaliation.
Quickly.
Right.
It'll definitely be the retaliation.
After he got back up, he felt hard done by and then gave him the shove.
Yeah.
So good officiating overall. I think, to be fair, if you want to call it fair, I don't know. You can be the judge. You watching out there.
5 on. What have we got going on? 5 on 5.
No, they have 2 Stampede players, so they've got Soffer number 82 and number 25 McCog in the box.
Interesting.
And it looks like there's only one player from the Admirals?
None.
No players from the Admirals.
No,
Oh,
which is there was a delay. There was a delayed penalty, and Stampede was but Stampede was controlling. So I don't know where this is coming from, to be honest.
Right, because they had the puck.
Yes. So we'll see.
So that now means, folks, that we have a 5-on-3 situation. The Stampede only have 3 players on the ice because they've been given 2 penalties.
Yep.
The Admirals given none.
But this initiated from a delayed penalty.
It was against the Stampede, who had the puck.
Which was against the Admirals, and they because Stampede had the puck, Joel cleared the net.
Right.
So it's quite. I'm confused, but that's not unusual for me to be confused.
But again,
Admirals
absolute great opportunity for the Admirals here.
Yeah.
It does not get any better.
Yeah, it's almost something that they definitely need to try and cash in on.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. This is a pivotal point of the game.
Hayward Jones, he takes a shot again, blocked by Burns. This is something that they've got all this room to work with, and they're forcing a shot through. Yeah. And Burns, all he's doing is getting a stick on in the shooting lane, not getting the puck through.
We're talking about cycling it in the zone. There's no better opportunity than when you have 5 players and they have 3. There should be 2 players minimum who are open.
And on the puck, there they go. So the Admirals, they managed to get the face-off win. Oh, that's taken away by McIntosh. 1-on-2, though. He stops and curls up. As both players collide, nothing called, as there was just a bit of a collision there as McIntosh, he goes down. Daig has it now. They're going to work 5-on-3. They move it down to Kuntz. Kuntz across, blocked by the goaltender stick. Regan over to Vandermeulen. What are the Admirals going to do here? Over to Daigle. Does he shoot? Yes, he goes off a skate though. Low hard shot off the post. Oh, just wide.
Great opportunity there for the Admirals.
They still have possession of it. 44 seconds remaining in the penalty. Wrist shot, no, it doesn't shoot it.
Off a pad.
Gets blocked. Another great play by the Stampede. All of their bench up supporting that one. Wow. Killing valuable
time. Loving this.
Loving that too.
Killing a minute and a half of this penalty. 2 penalties.
26 seconds remaining in a 5-on-3. Admirals, if they don't score here, you got to wonder if that's going to affect them mentally in the rest of this game. Stampede clear the zone. 10-15 seconds left in this 5-on-3. Admirals needing to move up the other end of the rink here as Taylor Kennedy has it. He dumps it in off the glass, goes around the net. And that will do it. 5-on-3 penalties successfully killed by the Stampede.
Killed the penalty. That's got to be a little bit frustrating for the Admirals, not being able to make anything out of that. But this is why the Stampede are in first place.
Now Vesper over to Sestroni. Sestroni, great wrist shot there. Hasselman does well to steer away the rebound as well as he bobbled it off the chest protector.
And then batted it away with the stick. Great hand.
Great coordination there shown. Stampede got to feel bolstered after that successful penalty kill. Now Harrison gets over the line but gets that poke checked away from him.
Yeah, you talk about a change in momentum. If you kill a 5-on-3, that's got to have you feeling good.
Another great save by Hasselman. Who, again, he's looking exceptional right now. Stopping every single shot he has faced, and he's faced 26 of them. So we've got 12 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in this third period. Time is a little bit of the Admirals' enemy right now, as they have to try and claw back this 2-0 lead that the SkyCity Stampede have earned with a goal very early in the first period, and then they had another one in the second. And the Admirals have not cashed in on a 5-on-3. Stampede in the offensive zone. Pass in front, shot.
Oh, beautiful pass by McIntosh. Kept in by Burns.
And McIntosh took a hit over in the sideboard. He's kind of railing. No penalty was called. Step up there on Whitston Lee by Burns. And that puck is cleared by the Stampede as McIntosh makes his way finally to the bench. Admirals trying to pressure here as Amston and Burns play around with the puck. And the Stampede very good at getting out of their zone. And now Admirals, they have it. Pass it up to Rooney. Rooney can't corral the puck. Bounce it off the glass. Again, a lot of back and forth here, Dave.
Absolutely. McCullum carrying up that puck. Dodges one hit. Centering pass. Couldn't get a handle on that.
Well, he scored a beautiful second goal from the Stampede by doing a really nice toe drag with the puck. So he's got excellent hand skills.
He does have great hands.
I have to use the word intensity. Stampede playing with intensity.
Yeah, not just intensity, but purpose.
Yeah.
Like an intent. Like it's all of that combined. They're having a really well-rounded game here.
First to the puck, first to the puck, first to the puck.
Again, that's been ingrained in them, and it's really driven by their head coach, Cam Freer.
Well, I mean, as a player, Cam Freer exemplified all of those things as
and
well.
Those traits and qualities. So asking for it from his players is just a no-brainer. Like they know what they're getting in their coach. 10 minutes, 30 seconds left, third period. Score is 2-0 in this final. This is the first game of a best-of-3 series. West Auckland Admirals have no answer to the SkyCity Stampede's 2 goals.
No. And we're talking in the intermission about what's going to happen. Is the Stampede going to rest on their laurels or come out charging? I think it's fair to say we know the answer to that question now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if it's not broke, you don't fix it, or you've got a solid foundational base, you keep it, you keep what's working, and you've been riding that heaps.
I'm hearing elements of frustration.
Oh,
down,
yeah.
you know,
a lot of stick
slapping as they come off their shift.
Yep, absolutely. And, you know, as we were talking about the momentum, you know, you can't let that creep in at this point of the game. You've got to believe.
Yeah.
It's 2 goals. It's not insurmountable.
They're here. They're in the finals. They've got to be in this moment and be present.
Absolutely.
But they're going to definitely need more. They got to lift their game substantially here if they're going to crack this Stampede. And Chalice trying to center it through. Gets deflected.
She's off the timber.
Someone's taking home a souvenir. Oh, yeah. No, came back in.
Big shout out there. Michael on the buttons, making us all look and sound really pretty. James on the camera work. Matt Chavez doing all the hard lifting down. We get to stand up here, guys. Matt's got to run around down there and do all the interviews. He's doing all the hard work.
Shot there wide, and that goes off the glass. Stampede win another face-off. Another key area of the game that they are showing prominence and dominance in.
Centering just picked. That was good defense there. That was going straight to Harrison.
Yeah,
look at that hustle.
Read it well, but they're on it right away, the Stampede, and they play a very good 2-2-1 system, hemming the offense in.
That hustle by Devlin actually gave the Stampede possession back in that zone, which that's back to that intensity.
And super frustrating as a defensive or offensive player who can't get the puck to go on attack. So no wonder the Admirals are reacting with frustration because they're just not breaking through.
Exactly.
And it's just, I get up against this wall again. It can't get it through.
It is controlled. Their frustration is controlled. They know not to get dragged into
they can't,
anything silly.
As soon as they get penalties, then that could be it. If they give up a penalty and then potentially a goal.
Mac's back out there. Colin McIntosh, who went down heavily earlier, but he's back out doing a shift.
He's a gamer, so again, hard to keep these guys down. Him and Ross are too potent for this team. They're very valuable. And Ross goes around the net, looking to center. He has 2 men draped on him. Now Coyle has it, goes to the backhand. The Admirals.
Ross is everywhere.
He really is, isn't he?
And McIntosh tries to strip the puck away, but Dago gets it. Puts it up to the point man. That's a shot from the point. That's
big rebound
by Chaba. He could see that one all the way, and they send that down. May go down for a nice. No, it doesn't. They've waved that off. 8.5 minutes here left, Dave, in this final. This game 1 of the final series, best of 3. Mockyfair did really well to not take that puck over the blue line, or else it would have been an offsides call. The Stampede do maintain possession. They send it all the way around. They have the luxury now of killing some of this time, sending it in as a dump and chase, but they get the puck back, just rimming it around the boards.
It's the key to dump and chase, is, going in and chasing it.
Yeah, but they've rimmed it all the way around with no one from the other team touching it.
Yeah.
Shot there from Amston. They are literally skating around the Admirals, and they don't have the Admirals don't seem to have a response at present.
I noticed as Roby was straddling the blue line, Henry was trying to knock him offside. You know, those little quirky little things to
game within the game.
Yeah, games within games. There's each one of these players is having a battle with an opponent all game.
And you're going to see more of them tomorrow as well. So
absolutely.
We are in for an absolute treat for more action for tomorrow. This game is not done yet. We got 7 minutes 45 left. It is still very tight, even though the scoreline indicates 2-0.
Beautiful reach by Rusky Jones to pick that puck up in the neutral zone.
And Winston Leahy comes in. But again, Stampede defense is there and step up.
Hurley pushes it all the way into that zone.
Oh,
he gets taken down.
Shot straight to the head there. No call, but that's all right.
A little bit kind of soft, though, with his reception of that hit. Nevertheless, he's looking to get a penalty for his team to get up on that power play.
Absolutely.
And the pressure keeps coming back against the Admirals. Shot in right onto Chaba, and he gloves that down. You got to wonder soon, guys, is there going to be a timeout from the Admirals? When will they use that, and should they use that sometime soon to give a little bit of a calming message? Because the record's been the same play. It hasn't changed at all or enough.
No, exactly. They need to do something drastically different because they keep trying to do the same thing and it's just really not working for them. And they're just tiring themselves out, chasing the puck around in their zone as well.
And don't get us wrong, team. Like, they are playing a good game. They're just playing against a great team.
Dirty bouncing puck. Slapped by Freer, and it actually made it all the way, leaving a rebound.
Yeah, and Chaba did get a save with a pad to it, but again, another rebound. And Stampede still have it. And no matter what, when they turn it over and the Admirals try to clear, their defense are there to block the puck. In this case, this is what they need to do to break it. He skate the puck out of the zone. Quigley, he sends it down. Taken in there by Ben Steven. He receives that hit well. Kind of saw it coming the last second. Zach Steven up to Quigley. Admirals using their depth players now as well, trying to get something going. Chalice, that was a hand pass that he received, and that's why the whistle went. So a Stampede player gloved the puck down to him, and that will force the face-off all the way down into the SkyCity Stampede zone.
Ian, at the beginning of this game, we were talking about time off. Stampede having 3 weeks. Admirals having played 6 days ago, not even a full week ago. I wonder if that has any...
You might actually think of it that way. That could be their advantage. They are rested. They're fully ready. The Admirals have been through a grind to get here.
That swarm, they've been through the beehive.
Yeah, so they've come out the other way. They've certainly been bruised and stung for a lot of ways. And maybe that's what it is. There could be a little bit of fatigue. Nevertheless, even if you have that fatigue, you have to set that aside and play through. If you want to have any chance of success in a final, you battle. You have to find a way to push through any type of pain. And Devlin, he's pushing the envelope down the other way. Forechecking really hard in the Admirals area. But Daig, captain, looking to spark his team. Oh, that's Chalice, just knocks the stick right out of Chaba, the goaltender's hands. Don't see that very often.
No, but I think Chuba's stick was perhaps trying to do something that it shouldn't have been doing. We'll have a look at that. We'll see if we can have a look at that.
Yeah.
Ex-teammates.
Yeah.
Certainly not friendlies right now.
No. Frenemies.
5 minutes 10, man, that has come up really fast. This game, just not a lot of whistles, so the action just keeps coming and going. Not sure why Lockie Freer decided to stop playing.
Because he thought it was an offside.
Either way, like this is
you
it.
play to the whistle.
Play
to the whistle. That's rule number 6 in the
unwritten rule book.
Dave Dubbock School of Hockey.
Yeah, back in the leather skates. We love that. Keep coming with those rules. I'd love to hear some more of those. Where do they come from?
Well, one of them is don't leave Ross in the slot unguarded.
That's a good rule.
That must be a recent one. So they are back down in the zone. SkyCity Stampede all over the Admirals. Admirals trying to clear. Sestrone does. Takes a hit for his credit. Stampede get it, and they march it back in. Ooh. Met at the line by Henry. Good stick check there, but Ross, again, as you mentioned, everywhere. Gets the puck back. Real effective. What a toe
another
drag.
toe drag.
Shot there, doesn't get through. Man,
He has Resky Jones on his tail helping out.
just constant attack, and then good 30, 40-second shift, and the Stampede make a change. They are good at that line changes. Henry steps in, can't get it through. Another shot blocked by the Stampede. Bit of
That's
an ammo
Hurley.
for this team.
Hurley taking a shot to the leg.
These are the things that really make a difference in a final. Those pucks not getting through, they can't score.
It also kind of takes away the energy of the team that's shooting the puck, because there's chance.
The frustration of getting a shot away, working so hard to get into the zone, and then having it blocked away.
And just there's another example there, Joel.
Yeah, all the way into the slot.
Get it through.
And robbed. Yeah.
The defense is really holding well for the Stampede. And they're making these changes. They use their whole bench, and it's just wave after wave after wave.
Yep.
And the Admirals,
There's
again,
Chalice
as you said, just
with
don't
it.
have the answer.
Center.
Breaking in shot. What a backhand. And
What a
by
save.
Chalice.
That was Devlin making that great backhand, but
There's a penalty coming here as Regan gets hacked down, kind of twice actually. Took a nice hit, and there's going to be a slashing penalty against probably one of the most penalized players in NZIHL history, and that's Connor Harrison out of the current players. Take your pick on what you want to call that, but there was definitely something.
Yeah.
What did you see, Joel?
Regan just got, I missed the contact with Harrison, and there's that timeout we were talking about.
Yeah, this is probably the opportunity that you would, as a coach, take to settle your team.
Yep.
They didn't get any success on a 5-on-3 penalty, on an advantage that they had. So this time around, maybe this is it. Okay, talk to your team, settle it, give them a bit of a plan, get them to execute, maybe get them to breathe. Like take a few deep breaths, like
loosen up the grip on the stick a little bit.
You're playing good, but you're a little bit too tight.
let me just have a shout out there to the SkyCity Casino. Big thank you to them. LBRP Consulting, Tilemax, AWS Legal, Queenstown Health, Cook Brothers Construction, Crete Work, WT Partnership, James Ellen Photography, MediaWorks, Sign It, Eventifying, Queenstown Ice Hockey Club, and of course Ted and Dan Graham here at the rink. It couldn't happen without these people, much like Auckland has their sponsors as well. Big shout out to everybody helping out this league.
Yeah, they all make a difference and keep this this amateur league that we have here in New Zealand going. And the West Auckland Admirals, they have a power play. The last 3 minutes of this game, they have a good chunk of that on the power play.
Yeah, it'll be
looking to
interesting
get
to
back
see when
into
they
it.
decide to pull Chubba as well.
That's true. Daig with it at the top of the power play. Over to Van der Meulen. You've seen this combination before. Up to Kuntz. Kuntz to Daigle at the top. Doesn't shoot. Looking for a good shooting lane. Shot there and a goal! Admirals make it 2-1. Van der Meulen with a wrist shot goal, beating Hasselman for the very first time.
Bit of screen, you reckon?
Yep.
That's simple hockey. Get in front of the net, take away his eyes.
Exactly.
Use the man advantage. They waited for the right shooting lane.
Looking for that lane, Yes, he's back to Daigle here.
See,
there's no
unguarded
lane.
in front.
Oh, yeah, he's kind of shot around the Stampede defense there. Used him as a bit of a screen.
So we have a 2-1 hockey game, 2.5 minutes left, 2:34 to be exact. Admirals have used their timeout. They are all in right now at this point. They have to get back on the attack. That certainly would do a lot for their confidence. As the Stampede there, that's Lachlan Freer. Mitchell Freer flicked the puck right into the Admirals bench. So that should make a neutral zone face-off. And it is.
And the face-off dot, offside dot. Van der Meulen up against McIntosh.
And the Admirals win a draw. That's a relative surprise that they have won a draw. They've been losing a lot of them.
They've got the confidence now, they believe.
Yeah, so they got that goal. It's definitely lifted them up a bit. There's Daig, gets over the red line, sends it in. He's met by Ross, kept in by Kunst, hits the skates of the linesman. McIntosh has it. Kunst goes in to pinch in. 2 minutes, 7 seconds now. Admirals intercept that pass in neutral ice. Daigle, rolling puck, he sends it again in the direction of the linesman again to get out of the way. Good thing he did. Stampede, get it out of their zone. And that's Freer. almost breaking his own stick, trying to get that puck. Daigle does well, be composed, sends it up to Regan. Regan, 1-on-2, tries to break through, gets taken down. Not going to get a lot of penalties at this stage in the game. That puck hits the broken stick. Flynn Hayward-Jones sends it up. Admirals. Gotta feel a
there
little bit
goes
bolstered.
Chubba. They pulled the goalie.
Chubba to the bench, so it's
1.5 minutes left.
They have not.
Opportunity to shoot the upper net, not taken by
Bad
Amston.
pass.
He keeps it in. Now Regan sends it to Sistroni.
Chubba's gone now. We've got an empty net.
So he is still out of the net, so it is 6-on-5. Admirals had the puck for a moment, batted away by a glove. That's Vesper. Down to Sistroni. Sistroni has it taken away. Well done by Amston to stick that puck away. Does he shoot to the net? He's got it taken away. Vandermeulen down low to Sistroni. Loads up a one-timer. Bouncing puck. Hasselman makes a save with a blocker. Vesper, it's all on.
Kings for a great ending.
You wonder now, too, if there's going to be a timeout. Stampede not electing to do that. They're going to let this game play through 43.2 seconds. There was a bit of...
I feel like that makes a lot of sense. I feel like the
momentum.
Yeah, the momentum is in Admiral's favour right now. It'd be bad to pull a timeout out, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why you would, just to kind of make it a little bit settled. But they win the face-off. Stampede, they send it down.
Icing
could go for another icing. And yes, that is a bit of a late whistle as Ross was chasing hard. But the linesman has to make a decision. Usually it's before the hash marks if it's going to be deemed an icing or not. And that was pretty clear. Admirals were there to get that puck. So 35.3 seconds.
0.3.
Score is 2-1. We are within one here, team. What a game. Admirals win the faceoff. Kunst, he sends it low. Vesper to chase. Crushes his man down in the corner. Amston, first time we've seen him go down.
Daigle with it.
Keep in mind, the Admirals net is empty. They have 6 players on. That is deemed an icing as the player did not cross the red line. Costly mistake by the Admirals.
That is a costly mistake, very much so, because now you've got to put your tendy back in, go back 5-on-5.
And kills off another, so they're down to 19.7 seconds left. This is game 1, NZIHL finals.
And this is not where you want to be as the Admirals either, because the Stampede, if they win this draw, they're going to do a very good job of keeping it in the zone.
Yeah, just keep it down. They're probably going to smother the puck, fall on it.
Yeah, trying.
Admirals win it. Try to chip it down straight away, and there's a break to Regan on the backhand. He breaks in, cuts into the middle, takes out the goalie and the defender at the same time. Whoa!
Slides into home plate, taking out the catcher.
He's lucky he's not going to get called for a penalty there.
Yeah. There we go.
There has been an indication. Is that penalty shot?
Let's have a look at that.
There needs to be from behind. There's 5 criteria for a penalty shot. He does get interfered with. Oh,
no
wow, that is marginal.
Marginal call.
From the side.
You've got to be kidding me.
This is extremely pivotal moment in the game, awarding the West Auckland Admirals a chance to tie this game up with 11 seconds to go on a questionable call at best. That is unbelievable. Wow, we'll see who goes to take the shot, and that's Captain Daigle, lethal weapon. Let's see what he does here.
He's a slippery player.
What an opportunity, 1-on-none against the goalie Hasselman.
I don't think the crowd's extremely happy. We'll see what happens here.
Daigle.
Yes.
Hasselman, big save.
Hasselman.
Big save by Hasselman.
Penalty shot in a final. That has hardly ever happened, as you'll see it on the replay here. Daigle goes for the shot instead of a deke. Could have gone to the backhand here. He had lots of room, but no. Takes the shot.
Tried that glove side. Timeout called.
11.6 seconds, and the SkyCity Stampede elect to use their timeout now. Just as the Admirals had their goaltender pulled to put 6 players on. So they are going to start third period, going to start this face-off with 6-on-5. Stampede want to set something up to block this.
11 seconds left. Get the face-off is what both teams are saying. Got to win that face-off.
Oh, absolutely.
And
wow, what a turn of events towards the end here. God, you couldn't ask for much more. I mean, penalty shot. I mean, the refs see what the refs see. That's
for entertainment purposes.
Exactly, we're not here to argue that. But God, what did it make a great storyline?
Oh, wow, incredible storyline. And the game has been, you got to say, pretty well officiated to this point.
Oh, absolutely.
And in these critical moments when it matters most, that is a huge decision. 11.6. Here we go. We're going to drop the puck again. Face off one. Quick here. Shot. And right away, one-timer by Sistrone.
Beautiful work by Sistrone to get that shot away. That big body of Hasselman, though.
Takes the save, and it takes a few more seconds off the clock.
Admiral, this is the time where you want to be winning your face-offs as well, and Admiral's doing a great job.
Dialing it in against Ross here. Linesman given the instructions. Truck's dropped. Puck sits there loose. McIntosh comes to get it. He sends it up out of the zone. This could do it. Game number 1 of the finals. McIntosh has it. Does he seal it? He sends it down. It goes wide.
Just misses it.
But time does expire. That is the horn. SkyCity Stampede are your winners. Game number 1 of this final.
Yes.
Well, what an ending. I don't know if momentum shifted near the end of that, but the Admirals definitely had great opportunities, which they took advantage of. That penalty that Connor Harrison got, which then ended up feeding a penalty, a goal, which is kind of, well, and then penalty shot.
That's everything. That's that penalty shot, and then that lift of the Admirals in their play.
We had a spectacular ending to a hockey game.
Wow, penalty shot in the last minute of a game, last 11 seconds. Have you seen that before? I haven't seen that, not in a final.
No, definitely not.
That takes some serious cojones from the referees to be able to make that decision.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, yes, and you know what's even more amazing is this is all going to happen again tomorrow night.
Oh, wow. So if you've seen it, that's close. That's 2-1.
Yep.
What a hockey game we have just witnessed as the Stampede salute their fans as they go around. And the Admirals are kind of awkwardly skating in the middle of the rink, waiting to go off. They got to feel
bolstered a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit from their ending, but
good way to end a losing hockey game.
It's not a 60-minute game by any stretch.
No.
And it does show that they can compete against the Stampede team and take it to them. But man, oh man.
So, coach, what? Sorry.
Oh no, you go.
I was just going. What's the coach? What does Admirals coach? What did he?
Steven,
What does he say?
Well, you have to take what they did at the end there and really apply that and that urgency and the way they played to the full 60 minutes. They cannot play for the 40, 45, even longer out of the 60 tomorrow, because that is not enough to beat this SkyCity Stampede team. They are just very well oiled. They're still firing on all cylinders, all these cliches, but they are playing an effective team game.
I agree. But I mean, the other thing to consider is the amount that the Stampede dominated the Admirals in defense, center, offensive zone. It was still a 2-1 game. Stampede didn't capitalize and blow them out, whereas they had every opportunity to.
The Admirals held their defense quite well. They didn't bend and break. They certainly were being bent. They definitely were under a lot of pressure.
We're going to go down to Matt. He's got Mitchell Freer down there,
winning captain of the first game.
Mitchell Freer. Mitchell, that was a crazy last minute. Talk us through a little bit about, first of all, the penalty shot. What did you see? And then where did we go from there?
Yeah, well, actually on that penalty shot, that was me back checking there, and I probably didn't get him. And I'm thankful for Joel just stood on his head there and made that crucial save. But yeah, we knew it was going to be a game like that, and we knew it would come down to the final whistle. And it's playoff hockey, though. It's good fun.
Yeah, it was a really good finish too. After you gave up that one goal, which again, great defensive effort, it put you guys back a little bit, and then you had a power play kill that you guys just. I think it was the 5-on-3. That was a real key there. You guys played a lot of high pressure against the Admirals, especially with a 2-man front. Is that a key to your defense?
I think so. We just don't give them too much time with the puck. We know it kind of runs through Daigle at the top there, so if we don't give them too much time, it starts to break down. And the boys just dug deep on that. That was just a gut check, and it was an awesome kill for the boys.
Yeah, and from my seat, you guys didn't give up a lot of high-quality shots tonight. I think that was the big difference there. So thoughts about tomorrow and closing it out?
Same thing tomorrow. We know it's going to be a really tough, high-paced game tomorrow, and we're just going to bring it, play our game, same plan.
Excellent. Guys, we'll send it back up to you. Thanks
for that, Matt. Yeah, Mitchell Ferry, did you hear him say it's fun. Like you have to,
this is what they play for.
Beating your body up and absolutely gassed out there, having fun. That's what hockey's about.
Exactly. I mean, these guys, this is what they've been looking forward to, and they've been playing hockey for. They had that 16-game regular season, and that gets set aside. Yep. And this is a brand new season in itself, and they've taken game one off of this Admirals team. And they're going to have to reset and do it all tomorrow. And by the sounds of it, they're going to do it in the same manner. So there you go, Admirals. If you're an Admirals supporter or fan and you've been watching,
you just got the game plan.
You know what they're going to do. What are you going to do to respond? It seems to be the common question that we ask, but you've been given an opportunity to do something with it tomorrow. That's why it's a best-of-3 series.
Energy, that's, these boys are used to having to recoup because they're always 2-game series, weekend series. But, it's been a long season, and coming back within 24 hours and having to have another battle, who's got the legs, who's got the intensity
this
again.
Is where, that mental side of it, the mental toughness, where you will yourself to do what you need to do, regardless of how you're feeling with your body. If it's bruised, it's battered, you gotta play. We've mentioned this on the broadcast. This is where you get the best out of your players, because under the biggest litmus test is right now. And if you're under that pressure and you break, well, hey, then if you can say that you've given your all, then you've come up against the best opposition.
You've got to do it for the cup.
Ian, I have a question. You talked about how everybody's out there participating. How do you feel with having been out there yourself and battling, and you actually have had the opportunity to feel the same pressures that these boys are having now? You kind of wish you were back out there a little.
Of course. You ask me that, anybody, you'd be foolish not to. I mean, that's why I play the game. And if you are a player and you have the opportunity to play in these finals, as I was lucky enough to do, you relish these opportunities. I love high-pressure moments and being in those games. So you see that in a lot of the way these guys approach the game, like the composure of the Mitchell Freers and the Justin Daigs, and how they lead by example, and they show what to their team means and what they need to do to win a game.
Yeah, camaraderie, leadership, all those elements we look for in many people are all often exhibited here on the ice, which is kind of special. Watching those little kids playing, and they're all lined up to watch their heroes come off the ice, sign pucks, sign shirts, and these kids are going to be the probably
potentially the next players that are out there.
The next ones to be playing.
This is why we do what we do, and we enjoy commentating, seeing these finals, and then gives us a chance to relive some of the past glory days.
Back when I was that age, I could have. That's what we keep saying. I would have done this differently.
Yeah, so maybe
it's easy to coach from back here or to play from up here, but I guess this pretty well winds us up for this broadcast, and we're going to bring you all of this tomorrow night. Same time, a little earlier, but 6:15 tomorrow. So looking forward to dial in.
Yeah, I hope to see everybody back again, and thank you two for hope you'll be back with us. And we're going to say ka kite for us, and see you tomorrow. All of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.